Oh, is this shit working now? I think it's working. Sorry for the technical difficulty, guys. Google Hangouts being stupid. I'm just gonna invite the cast back in, and we're gonna start this all over. So I apologize. Okay, let's drop it in the group chat here. This is it, right? Copy. Who else is up in here?
Gofi, you got the button now?
Yeah, we live, bruh.
Oh, we're actually live already?
Yeah.
You just turned it on before anybody showed up.
Yeah, no more.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Just turn it on live where no one's in the channel.
Yeah, real talk, bro. Yeah, I apologize for the inconvenience. Sorry for being unprofessional. But we back. We got a lot to talk about today. And we're just going to hang out for a bit until everybody roll true. So let me even pull up. Let me pull this up.
It is a hell of a day today. Twitter was a little bit wild.
Twitter was lit.
Twitter was exciting today. Did you see Microsoft sending scorpions to people?
Nah, I never heard about that, bro.
Good now.
Yeah. They were sending like scorpion lollipops.
We live?
Yeah, we live.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he just turned it live. He just turned it live, like whatever.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the 41 patient people waiting to hear this godly podcast. Please hit the thumbs up button. Really.
7 dislikes.
Y'all just early.
Yeah, I know I'm getting disliked right now because we late. So, but I'm gonna shout out a few people before we get started. Shout out to Blandrew in the chat. Shout out to Gaming and Gain. Shout out to Savage Caro. Shout out to Kratos. I'm a block ass. Shout out to Be Easy. Shout out to Almighty. I'm a unmighty ass. Shout out to Unforgiven. Shout out to Ro D. Shout out to Eric Empire, man. Shout out to all y'all. We greatly appreciate you guys tuning in to this podcast. So with that being said, Press Start Podcast episode 24. We here. And I got my great cast with me, and I'm gonna introduce them. We got J-Main.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? J-Main back, checking in with the podcast. Yeah, let's get it. We late, so let's just do
it. We got Alex.
What's up, everybody? Oh no, it's Alex here. Check out my channel if you want some badass shit of a dude flexing. Pause. But it's all a good time.
None of that. And we got Erica.
What's going on, you guys? This is Erica. It's for the win. We're here. We're late, but we're here. Thanks for waiting.
And we got my man Jack Move.
Hey, what's poppin', everybody? It's Jack Move, man. The guru of Giddy Up. But you can also call me your
Well, damn.
I just had some pizza. Don't worry about it. You doing the commission, man. How y'all doing?
Yeah, and we got 2 guests with us today. We got Undead. Shout out to Undead.
Oh, thanks for having me on the show. Great to be here.
And we got Activision. Say what up.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Active Sin here. Glad to be part of the show.
Oh, it's Active Sin, right? That's it properly. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, so let's get started. We got a lot of topics to cover today. Let's just hit it off with the Nintendo Direct.
Oh boy.
Let's get Nintendo out the way because I know a lot of you guys don't like talking about Nintendo.
I do.
That's good.
I do when it's good.
Yeah, right. It's good.
I know people in the chat don't want to hear about Nintendo because they're irrelevant, right? And all my viewers are a bunch of Sony ponies, so you already know what it is. I'm just talking shit, but let's talk about this Pokemon Direct, bro.
Oh boy.
I was anticipating greatness, people.
Yeah.
I was wishing upon the stars, people. No pun intended. Real talk, bro. Yo, so I'm here, I'm at work. I had to stop everything because I'm like, I gotta check out this Direct, because Nintendo ain't playing. They're gonna bring them stars, bro. So 2-2s, I'm at the edge of my seat. They show the Switch. I'm like, oh shit, this is it. This is it, people. Then I see Pokken, bruh. Poke him, bro.
Oh my god.
Poke him, bro. Oh my
Poking-
god, bro.
Hogan
Oh my
was
God.
a wonderful troll face to see after
Yo,
seeing
Nintendo
this
be
direct.
trolling, bro.
They really set it up.
bro. Yo,
It was really great because you were like, "Oh, Poke!" You were like, "Come on, give me your mainline Pokemon right now on the Switch. Do it!" And they're like, "Here's Pokken DX, haha!" And you're like,
yeah,
"Oh,
Nintendo,
God."
Nintendo, they
Yeah.
are the kings of trolling people. I swear. I was actually pretty upset. Like I was bent for that day. I'm like, I was like, at that point, I didn't want to look at my Switch. I swear I didn't touch my Switch all day that day, bro. I was actually pretty bad. I was like, yo,
He was
fuck.
disgusted just
I was
looking
just
at that thing.
real talk. I was like, yo, fuck it.
Bullshit.
I mean, I really think that this was just kind of like, to be honest, like not even damage controlling, but just the thought of like they're gonna have a directed E3. I don't think they want the time that they have, the very limited time, to be just like, here's Pokken too. Like, hopefully, I would like
Right.
them to come with some fire with their direct on that day and get the trash out of the way first, and then say, okay, here's some more stuff we're gonna do. Here's some remasters. Here's some other stuff. Hopefully, it's more that way. If it's more garbage like we saw recently, I will be very disappointed.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
like
damn.
you said, in an ideal world, that's like what to expect. You usually get the little announcements out the way. That way, it doesn't get drowned out by the big stuff during E3.
Yo, but it's Nintendo.
But I was just getting to that. You want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like they just really like pulled the rug under from everybody with that, because they're just talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna bring a Pokemon game to the Switch in the first 6 months. And everybody's like, oh yeah, definitely, it has to be stars. And then they come with the Pokken, and I'm watching the event. I'm just like, okay, this thing is 8 minutes, so Pokken's gonna be a trailer for like 2-3 minutes. It's gonna probably be 2 other games that they announced. One of them got to be the Pokemon stars. And it was
That's what I
Erica,
They
yeah, what your thoughts
dive
on it?
deep into Pokken. They
Huh?
made sure you know.
That's all you're
Erica,
getting.
what's your thoughts on it, man? What's your thoughts on the Pokemon Direct?
You already know Nintendo is the ultimate trolls. Like, not only did they give you Pokken, but they also gave you 3DS remasters.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So it's like-
my God.
It's like, why couldn't they at least put those on the Switch? Nintendo is
Yeah, man.
Echo. But yeah, it was crazy. I mean, I'm not a Pokemon fan. You guys already know, but I thought, a new Pokemon would be big. So it is a blow to a lot of fans.
Yeah.
You know how when you see something so insane or you have like a really bad day, all you do is like break down and start laughing?
Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt after those 10 minutes. I was like, this isn't fucking real. Like, this can't be
You
what
know
I
what?
saw.
You know what though? The crazy thing, that the Pokken announcement wasn't bad. It's just not what we wanted.
It's not what people want.
You know what I'm saying? It's just not what people wanted right now. Not what people wanted to hear at that moment. The announcement itself, like the fact that it's getting a port, cool. I actually never got to play it on the Wii U, so I'm gonna
It's
check
actually
it out.
pretty fun.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty good too. It's
Yeah.
just not what people were trying to hear at that point in time. So it turned out to be a letdown. Active Sinyo.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on the direct, man?
I was like pretty angry because I wanted the proper Pokemon game on the Switch, and they kind of teased it like it was happening by showing the Switch, like this is gonna be our first Switch game from the Pokemon company. And then you see the Pokken logo. It's like, oh, it's a Wii game, which is fine. It's like, that's cool and all because it's not a bad game, and they added all the characters that were in the arcade version that never made it to the Wii U. But then they showed the kids playing on the 3DS, and then it's like, oh, they get a real Pokemon game. And I was like, that's when I got mad. I'm like, damn, you could have at least put that on the Switch and have crossplay, because like we're getting Monster Hunter crossplay with the 3DS and Switch. So like if Capcom can do it, obviously Nintendo and the Pokemon company can do it as well. So that sucks. Like there's still a little chance that it might be shown at E3, because like there were leaks of HD assets of Pokemon Sun and Moon. So that might be something they want to be for a big reveal at E3. But if not, it'll be like next year for a proper Pokemon game, because at that point
Oh boy.
they'll be moving on to the next generation of Pokemon.
Yeah.
But it sucks. Like obviously, like Pokken is cool and all, but it's definitely not what people were looking for.
Hey, yo, Jack,
What's going on with you?
you pay attention to this bullshit, bro?
I did not see the direct. I did not see it.
Of
I
course.
saw a whole bunch of like anger though. But the thing about it is, man, people complain, people whine and cry about it. They still gonna go out and buy the goddamn game. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Still gonna
man.
sell, like no issue.
It's still Nintendo, and the thing is, the 3DS, I think is going to be winding down very soon
Yeah.
because of just how the Switch is. But from a business standpoint, I think to try and like immediately taper off the 3DS with the install base that it has seems a little bit excessive. So I think they may just be kind of like throwing like a couple final bones out there for the 3DS and then petering everything right over.
And the other thing is they're about to launch the 2DS XL, so Pokemon is going to be the game to push that console.
Yeah. Yo, Undead, man, you switch gang or what, bro?
Oh, you know me. I think Nintendo's like that dude you go to high school with. You give him $20, he'll tell you it'll turn it into 100. Then you're like, you see him next week, and you're like, "Hey, dude, where's my $20?" He's like, "Oh man, I spent it. I'm sorry."
Wearing off
Oh God!
Yeah, I like the analogy, man. I like
But like seriously, when we saw the Pokemon Direct coming, I was like, "Oh man, are they finally gonna put a mainstream Pokemon game on Nintendo console?" I've been waiting since like the N64 for this, and then they're like, "Pokin'." I'm like, I still ain't buying a Switch for this. I am so burned still from being a day one Wii U buyer that Nintendo will really have to work to make me buy a Switch. If they put mainline Pokemon game on it, my wife said that we could buy a Switch. So if they can do that, if they can do that, then it's game on. But man, I don't want to see Pokin'. I don't want to see that shit.
yo, real talk. No one was trying to see that bullshit. And to add salt on the wound, you know they brought back Pokemon Sun and Gold and Silver. Guess what? That's only available on the 3DS eShop.
Yeah, on the virtual console.
Why, bro?
Well, why would you even do that? Why like you tell anyone that's about 20 years old, we're bringing Gold and Silver back and we're gonna put it on the Switch. I guarantee you they will run to their nearest game store to try to get a Switch.
That'd be really big.
Well,
That would still be pretty lit.
We're talking like if you want to see the Switch sell like 30 million consoles in 6 months, put Gold and Silver on it and people would lose their minds and buy it. That
made me really, really salty, low key. That the Switch didn't even get the virtual console versions of Gold and Silver. I was like, God damn.
You think it's? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the confusing part with Nintendo is they have not clarified where the 3DS is going in comparison to the Switch. Like, are they going to just mainline everything onto the Switch and phase the 3DS out? Is the 3DS still going to get all the really cool stuff that everyone wanted on the console in the first place? Or like,
oh yeah, we still don't know for sure.
That's what I was going to say. Like, you would think we'd start to see it phasing out, but it seems like it's alive and well right now.
Well, 3 months in,
we're starting to see a little bit of it because the next Fire Emblem game in 2018 is only for the Switch.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. Let's just hope. Let's just hope that Nintendo, is on the same mindset that we all have. That we're gonna get these great 3DS games, on the Switch. Since basically, it's a portable device just like the 3DS. You might as well port them over. You guys combine your studios. Like, why do all of that if you're not gonna the Switch is not gonna share games with the 3DS or not even just take over the 3DS with these games? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that turns out. But talking about this shit's getting me upset. So let's move on, bro.
Keep it moving.
Let's keep it moving, bro. Let's hit up on this topic about Sony's comments on backwards compatibility.
Oh boy.
Yo, Jack. So can you sum up this shit for me? Because I don't really know much about the quotes and stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. Jim Ryan, he's a high-ranking Sony executive. They was interviewing him. I think they interviewed Sean Layden too, but they interviewed Jim Ryan, and I guess somebody asked him about backwards compatibility, and basically what he said was, he was at this Gran Turismo event or something, and they had PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 games there, and he was talking about how nobody was really playing the PS1 and the PS2 games, and they was real ugly by comparison. And he said, "Who would want to play, old games, right?" So that's pretty much what he said. And
I heard Xbox. Is it Mike Yarbara? Was it him? He was taking shots at that or some shit like that?
Well, he basically disagreed on Twitter with what Jim Ryan was saying that for them, he feels that he wants to give gamers the option to play those games if they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it is, because the PS4 ain't doing it. That's why they kind of talk down on it.
Yeah, of
You know what
course.
I'm saying? It is what it is.
Did you hear about the other thing? You heard
What
about
you
the about numbers came out. I don't know if they was official or not, but they said that only 1.5%.
Oh, that was proven false already.
Oh, it was? Okay. I was trying to make sure.
Yeah, Microsoft released the official numbers on.
Oh, they did. What was the numbers?
It's like
closer to like 50%.
It's like 50% play,
Okay.
certain amount of hours. It was a way more than what the other numbers, because the other numbers were a small sample size.
Yeah, it was way too low.
Microsoft were able to give the concrete numbers.
Okay.
It shows that people were playing.
I'm sure people are interested in backwards compatibility. Like, I like the ability to play old games. Like, honestly, when Xbox got that feature, I'm a big fan of like Soul Calibur 2. The fact that I could play that on the Xbox One, I thought that was amazing. I like the feature because there's some classics that you actually want to return to, So I'm all for backwards compatibility, and I think this was just pure damage control from Sony because they ain't doing it, to be honest.
When you look at something like backwards compatibility, right? As someone that plays majority of the time on the PC, it's big for me, right? Being able to play any old game whenever I want, I think is a big thing. And I think when you're looking at consoles, right, you're spending $400 to $500 sometimes on a brand new system that will come through, and then all your old games are just kind of like shoved into a plastic bin. But it's not about whether or not I am playing these old games. It's about being able to say that I can play these old games. If I want to go back and I want to pop in Lost Odyssey, because Lost Odyssey is in the fucking wind and there's no sequel to it, there's no remaster of it. It's the only time I can play it. If my 360 goes out the window, putting it on my Xbox One or my current system, the fact that I can play it is more important, I think, as a consumer, for more than anything, to show that, look, even though you have a big library of old games, we're going to give you new games, and you still have your old games. So don't worry about that old hardware. If it breaks, if it goes bad, it is nothing more than a pro-consumer thing, and I think it has to be done across the board. And it's something that I think that a lot of game companies are missing, and it's a small olive branch that they can put forward and say, look, your old games are going to work. Now, I know the cell processor is fucking crazy to do, but but Sony is very happy with selling you PS1 and PS2 classics over their store instead of giving you that ability for back compat. So, hey, now, you have an ability to do a lot of legacy games and really show people that you have an olive branch. And personally, I think this is where Microsoft is really stepping up and providing a service that people want.
That's good. It's definitely good.
I have a question for Sony. If they don't want to do backwards compatibility, they want to do remasters, right? They do a lot of remasters. Where the heck's our Demon Souls remaster? I want that. Where's that Demon Souls remaster? I want that.
Look
for that, man.
Like I said, Sony's just talking it down because their platform currently is not doing it. It is what it is.
There's nothing wrong with the option. You know what I mean?
You're not gonna really talk up something that you're not offering. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But I know with PlayStation 5, which I really believe it's gonna be backwards compatible with the PS4. I'm pretty sure you're gonna you're gonna be able to pop in your disc.
Going forward, we're gonna have this.
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure it's all using the what's it called?
We're all using x86.
X86 architecture. So I'm pretty sure that going forward, everything's gonna be backwards compatible.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about backwards compatibility.
Then they're gonna brag about it. Then they're gonna brag about it like.
Yeah, boy, I can't believe you, J-Man.
Look, for me with backwards compatibility, if I have the game and I care that much about playing it moving forward, I'm not gonna sell the console that comes with it. So if I want to play
one box though.
Well, yeah, when it comes to convenience, it's cool, but it's not going to be important if I already played it.
But think of it like this: the PS3 is no longer in production. Wii U no longer in production. The PS2 is no longer in production. So trying to find those old systems, if what you have breaks, if it's 10 years, 12 years down the line, even then you can still go back and say, fuck, man, Red Dead Redemption was really great. There's no remaster. I can just pop this bad boy in and play it no matter what.
But me personally, I wouldn't do that. I don't go back and play old games.
But that is, you personally may not be the entire viewpoint of the majority of people that want something like that.
I think it is, though.
There's nothing wrong with having the option.
The majority don't go back and play old games. I think that is.
I think the remaster sales say differently.
But that's different because remasters come with upgraded versions of that game.
Not always.
I think so.
I mean, they look better.
Whether
They just like
resolution,
visibly
frame
look
rate,
better.
more content.
So J-Man, you're trying to tell me there's not a single game that you cherish that you would love to go back and play, or like even if it's a co-op game, multiplayer game, like a fighting game you used to love, there's not one single game that you wouldn't mind that, you know, maybe you had a PS2, you would love to play it, maybe with your bros or some.
If I have the time to go and play old games, I'm not going to choose that option. I'm going to play the newer games. I have too many new shit to play to have to worry about going back and playing old games.
We all definitely different. So I can rate that if that's how you feel. But you know, some games, like I said, some games are timeless to me. Like Fusion Frenzy, like I play that shit still with my brother to this day. It's pretty dope that I can play it on my current Xbox One. You know, I don't have to dust off the OG Xbox One to bust out and play that game. Or like I said, Soul Calibur 2, I'm a huge fan of that game. The fact that I can use my current Xbox One controller and play the game is extremely dope. And I think the option is great. And, you know, it's definitely great to have. And there's no damage control and definitely
Yeah, like I'm not damage control. Like you're not going to hear me say that backwards compatibility is shit. You're going to hear me say I don't care about backwards compatibility. If the option was there, that's fine. If somebody wants to bring it, I'm cool with it. If it's not there, I'm also cool with it. So like what I see Microsoft doing, that's good shit. Like bring that shit, let the people play what they want to play.
Definitely.
Give them that option. So
the options.
I'm not going to argue that at all.
It's cool because sometimes you just get that itch, like, oh, I want to play this game again. Like last year I was playing Mass Effect 2 just because I wanted to, just out of nowhere. So like just to have the options, you know, it's never a bad thing.
I can use that same example in the sense of like, think of it with like Windows. Imagine if I couldn't play things like Planescape Torment, things like Icewind Dale, if Windows said Windows 10 cannot play Windows 95 games at all, right? There are issues that like compatibility-wise between those older games and new games, but I bought these games. They should work with the system. They're going to work with this operating system. It makes no sense from a consumer standpoint for you to negate my ability to play old games. I mean, I can understand from the PS3 to PS4 era because the architecture is so completely different. But to completely say outright, just say you cannot play these old games because people aren't playing it, that to me is incredibly anti-consumer. And to me, that shows me that you don't really care about, I guess you can say, gamers themselves, but it is a business, right? That's true. But if I go to you and I say, okay, dude, you got to play, if you never played Final Fantasy VII, how are you going to play it? If you're like, oh, I want to play the original again, instead of, you know, going back and paying the $8 I got to pay in the store, I can just hand you the disc and it'll work.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's shit like that like all these great games you can play back and forth. You don't need to go back and buy a remaster, spend $30 on a game you already paid before, just so they can spruce up the textures and sell you another repackaged good again that they spent $6 remaking. That's a waste of money for you.
At the same time, like Sony wants you to be playing those games on PS Now. They're not going to give you backwards compatibility.
That shit is garbage.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that's their answer to it.
They're
not going to give you a free way to do it when they have a way to charge you for it.
If they were losing, they would do the same shit Microsoft did because
absolutely.
Your boy Don Matrix in 2013 said the same shit Jim Ryan said last week. He was saying,
until it became a very profitable thing for them.
Right. Until they got rid of his ass, and now they see, like, all right, this is something that it might not be what the majority want, but the minority is going to speak loud enough for people to hear. Oh, shit.
But
Microsoft is doing
the only reason Microsoft does this is because they're in second place. And they have to do things to pull you away from PlayStation.
That's the beauty of competition. Because they're in second place, they're going to hit fucking harder to make sure they have your dollar instead of Sony.
And that's why you get stuff like EA access too.
Yeah, but like you have all, like, definitely, J-Man, you're totally right that before they were saying, you know, if you want to play 360 games, play your 360, and that is bullshit. That's anti-fucking consumer. That's why you got fucking fired, and they brought in, you know,
Microsoft is going extra hard because of, you know, the whole fuck up in 2013. You know, they're going extra hard for that to win people back, so they have to be vocal and really listen to their fans and really try to cater to them. Jack, how do you feel about playing these old games? Do you really care about backwards compatibility?
I mean, I would like the option. Like, I'm kind of, you know, it's kind of different with me. Like, you know, as far as PS3 games go, I would love to go back and play some PS3 games. But like J-Man said, like, like Jim Ryan said, I can't go back and play PS1 and PS2 games, bro. They need to remaster them shits. They too ugly, bro. I can't do it.
I feel
can't
that.
do it.
I went back and played GTA 3 and almost lost my fucking mind.
Man, that shit look terrible, bro. I can't help it.
Nah, but I don't know.
That shit garbage.
I don't know, but I could play WCW, NWO, Revenge.
All
Yes,
boy.
different,
Yes,
though.
boy.
I
Because
could
those
play
are
that
more
all
fun
day
than the
great.
current
Look,
wrestling games.
like,
So
the game
Right?
honestly still plays great in 2017. That's a crazy thing. Like the game still
Yeah.
plays fire. Like I still have a great time
Well,
playing.
some games age better than other ones too. Though.
Yeah, I definitely
they
feel you
do.
on that. I definitely feel you on that.
They do.
So-
And, you know, there are some remasters that are really good, like the Wind Waker series when that was
Oh, yeah, that was
remastered for the
great.
Wii U. That's a great remaster. Some remasters are great, but when you're looking at something like, you know, is it pro consumer or not? Is this for something that is for people to play? And when you're looking at what Microsoft is doing, Sony needs to step up, and they really need to figure out a way to make sure that they get backwards compatibility working. Because if you have a big PS3 library, you can take your PS3 that is no longer in production, sell it, get it out of the window. If it breaks, no big deal. You have your PS4, you can pop Ni no Kuni in, you can pop Resistance in, you can pop Jack and Dexter, God of War, whatever you want, and you have the ability to play those old games no matter what continuously. It's a
Hey yo,
Yeah.
quick shout out to the 167 people watching the podcast. Greatly appreciate it. It's lit. Hit the thumbs up button, man. Like, we really appreciate the support that y'all showing us.
No doubt, no doubt.
And look at
Thank you so
Loaf
much.
King in the chat. We got BG in the chat talking shit. What's good, BG? What you saying, bro?
He's
Why
taking
Kofi
credit for this,
avatar
for
look
this
like
podcast.
maple leaves are fondling him? Yo, BG, if you don't stop trolling me in the chat, bro. If you don't stop trolling me in the chat, bro, you didn't create Press Start Podcast. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna give BG some credit, bro.
Cause why you talking to your dad like that?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna give BG some credit. You know, BG was a person that I was watching before I created my own YouTube channel, and definitely, you know, I did feel inspired by BG, you know, in many ways to create my channel because watching this boring ass guy, I could do it so much better.
Feeding this nigga ego right now.
I could do it so much better if this nigga could do this. And he'd be putting me to sleep. I could do this so much damn better, bro.
Facts.
That's how my channel, and I'm just talking shit. But yeah, shout out to BG.
He was an inspiration. He was an
You know,
inspiration.
there's a lot of mans on YouTube that inspired me. Solid Rev 1. You know,
Can I tell something? I want to talk to BG real quick. BG, if you ever want to be able to fill out a wife beater and actually make it look decent, come talk to me.
Oh no!
You cooking BG? Yo, that Pornhub though, BG, bro. That Pornhub BG though.
Oh no.
You got caught lacking, my dog, bro. You got caught lacking. Anyways, yo, back to the podcast. Enough distractions in the chat. But shout out to all the people watching. Please hit that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. Let's keep it moving because we got other topics to hit today. Let's talk about Horizon Zero Dawn. It hit a new milestone. It sold 3.4 million. That's great, guys. That's great.
Very good.
Sony's new IPs are striving right now, and I'm glad, man, because I definitely need new experiences, and I'm glad that they're doing well. Like Horizon Zero Dawn is quality, so I expected nothing less. I knew it's gonna do well after playing the game because it's really good. So, what y'all think, man? What y'all think about this 3.4 million, man? Jag, what do you think?
I think it's great. I think it's well deserved. You know, I played the game roughly 67, 69 hours. Got the platinum. It's a great story. They working on DLC. It's a good game, man. You know, they deserve it. So, it's good to me.
Yeah. So, does this solidify that Horizon Zero Dawn is getting a sequel?
Oh, absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
Definitely.
I
that's
think
great.
so.
I
That's
think
great.
after the
It's gonna be
reviews
like
came
the
out,
face of PlayStation now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think like after the first 2 weeks when I think it did like 2.7 in the first week, 2
Yeah,
weeks or
first
something like that. Like
Something
yeah,
like that.
Yeah. I think it shows that when you have a really great game, when you have something that is very well received, that you put time and effort into, and you give something that the customer really wants, you're going to make sales.
Mhm.
And Square Enix, we're looking at you.
I just like seeing a single player game sell well because we get so few of them now.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
The
That's so true.
damn, what I was about to say.
It'll definitely get a sequel though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I was gonna say no. We're not getting Horizon Zero Dawn. We're gonna get a new Killzone sequel.
Oh,
no.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was
Imagine.
Yo, Jack, they were getting at us for dissing Killzone, bro.
Killzone is fucking garbage, bro.
Tell him.
Okay, no.
Killzone's always
Let me
been
tell
bad.
let me tell him why you here. Killzone, hella trash. Resistance,
Trash.
hella trash.
Trash. Oh, what the fuck? That's facts. That's facts all day. What's up, bro?
I'll let you slide with Killzone.
How you play this shit with a straight face, man? Come on, fam. Come on, bro.
Wait, which Killzone? The first one? Because the first one was pretty terrible.
Killzone 2 and Killzone 3.
Killzone 2
trash,
is aight.
Shadowfall, whatever this shit's called, bro. Hella trash, bro. The game was
Killzone just got nice graphics, bro.
This
That one is a
trash,
graphical
bro.
showcase. That's about it.
Let me tell you a story. I got a PS4 a couple of months ago. I'm gonna pick up all these exclusives. I picked up Killzone Shadowfall for $2.99. And I still feel like I got ripped off.
They should have paid you.
Word.
Right?
You know what's crazy? Like when that game first displayed, like it really blew me away. Like the visuals, I was like, oh shit. So it was a day one cop. When I copped it, brought it home, played it, I was just in that honeymoon phase because I haven't seen graphics like this. At this point, I never had my PC, So as soon as that shit wore off, I'm like, bruh, this game
Boring.
Yeah, this game really sus, bro. The story's trash.
You ain't gonna catch me
The
defending
gameplay-
Shadowfall, but yeah.
Gameplay ain't that good. Yeah, so I wasn't really feeling Killzone Shadowfall. I'm not really a fan of the Killzone franchise. It is what it is. Some
At all.
people love it. Power to you. It's not for me personally. So
I'm just happy to see Guerrilla, change gears and do something different, and people
They've
respond
clearly been
better.
held back by Killzone.
Yeah, people responded better than they did to Killzone, so that's always good. Like I know it was probably, something like they was probably nervous about doing, like going to do something that they haven't done
It's
before.
really risky.
They were kind of scared to see the reaction to their game.
Right, and then have a female lead. I know, before now, it was something that people weren't really gravitating towards.
Other than Tomb Raider, but
Right.
I mean, but you're looking at things like, Beyond Good and Evil. You're looking at all these other games that had female leads in it. I don't think that was the case. I think they just wanted to push that out there. Like, look, it's another female lead. Like, how great are we? But that's a whole other conversation for another day. But
Yeah, that's a whole
I think
other topic.
when you have, I think what they had was they had an incredibly strong showing with Horizon, especially with what they showed. When they showed Aloy fucking throwing a bow and then slamming that thing into the ground, and her basically hog tying a fucking robotic dinosaur. That looks
shit blew my
fucking cool.
mind.
It just looks cool, right? And it's something that I think people want to play. It was really inventive. It was really interesting. It was a different setting. It wasn't brown, gray, black and blue marine guys screaming at you. It was something interesting and different, and it worked. And it just shows that game developers can take a chance and really make a good game, and it'll sell.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think word of mouth really helped it too, because it was at E3 and PSX. That's where I played it. And
Game looked great.
it was like the game of everybody was talking about, and it just spread. Like it wasn't about just it's this chick that's like the lead character. It was like, no, this is a badass game. Like, and that's what
you know what,
spread,
Erica? You know what also made the game blow up? Sony promoted the shit out of
That too.
game. They
For a long
promoted the
time,
shit
too.
out of it.
Their marketing's
Good
been on
minute.
point.
2015 when they first revealed it, right? It was like
they
2
showed it
years
from
straight.
Yo, that's why I don't understand Microsoft's strategy at all, bro. Like, we haven't seen shit of Crackdown 3. We haven't seen shit of State
well,
of Decay.
you remember how they did
E3.
Recore? Like you didn't even get a single commercial.
Yeah, so like I'm like,
Exactly.
yo, what are you guys thinking? Like, you guys want these games to perform well. Like, I think you guys should be like talking about it more than all of a sudden it's at E3. Oh, it's coming out in the next 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, really,
Yeah.
I don't know if they have that much faith in their game. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know, but who knows?
I'm worried about Crackdown because we haven't seen anything for like well over a year.
No, you know what it is though. I think
is
that
it, bro?
Microsoft, like their games, when these conferences roll around, they not in like a real showable form and shit. So
Yeah.
like, as soon as they get ready, they be like, all right, we just finna put this bitch out. Like, I think they be doing that.
They
Yeah,
learned their
you
lesson
think-
with Scalebound because they don't want to make you wait
Do you
2
think it
years.
That's
hurts
true.
like its sales though?
Oh yeah, of course.
Because it's not
Nobody
getting
know
much
about it.
promo. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not getting much promo.
Yeah, Recore suffered a lot because of
Big
that.
time.
Yeah,
Recore
because
suffered because it was
if Crackdown 3 is supposed to be one of your biggest games, like why don't we people know more about it? That's my question.
It's gonna look so different. Watch.
crazy.
It's gonna look crazy
You know
different.
what's nuts? We've actually seen more gameplay for God of War than we have for Crackdown.
That's crazy.
that
That's
it?
crazy. Think about we have seen more gameplay, real gameplay from Super Mario Odyssey, bro.
Right?
How
Damn.
sad is that, bro? When did Crackdown 3
They
get
just showed
announced?
that game in
When
January.
did Crackdown 3 get announced and we have seen more Super Mario Odyssey gameplay? Like that's kind of fucked up if you take it in, bro.
Yeah.
That's coming out this year, bro.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Craziness. Hopefully, we're gonna get to Xbox just now. We're gonna get to Xbox just now. But let's continue. PlayStation Pro. You guys heard the sales figures, like how it's selling compared to the PS4 Slim. Apparently selling 5 to 1.
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
So
Sorry.
20%. Yeah.
I think that's
What's
exactly.
your thoughts?
I think their expectations were actually lower than that, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I think what they're doing is, it's such a weird console to sell, and that kind of like scares me a little bit for the Scorpio too, because will that kind of suffer the same fate almost, right? Because I don't know, it's a really weird thing to see because the Pro isn't being as adopted as we would like it to be for new hardware. But still 1 to 5 isn't bad. The price point isn't bad, but you can clearly make parallels between that and the Scorpio.
Yeah.
Like you can.
I mean, you would hope the Scorpio would be a lot different though, as far as like the power it's gonna have and the difference, because like it seems like the Pro isn't really doing that.
Right.
You know?
But the thing is with the Pro, I think what we're also missing too is a lot of clarity from Sony. There are games that do not have Pro support that are not easily told about. There are games that have Pro support, but then it's worse after the patch, like Prey. There are games that just have so many issues with the Pro that doesn't show it as like a return on investment when you're spending an extra $150 on it, compared to what you're going to get out of it. If you're thinking every game doesn't have Pro support, then that is a whole other ball game that we can talk about, and I can see that adoption rate being higher. With the lack of communication, with a lot of other issues, I think Sony is just not doing the proper thing that they need to do to really make the Pro be adoptable as it should be.
Yeah. Jack, what do you think? What do you think, man? Is the Pro performing like how it's supposed to be, you feel like, or do you expect better?
No, 20%. That seemed pretty good to me. You know what I'm saying? It could be like 1 out of 10 or 1 out of every 20. So I mean, for it to be 1 out of every 5, I think that's pretty good, man. And because most of the people that's buying these consoles are regular Joe Blow. They don't watch YouTube. They don't watch all this shit. So when they go in the store and see 2 PlayStations next to each other, they're gonna be like, well, both these PlayStation 4s, this one like $250, this one like $400. I'm not getting that $400 one, bro.
You're probably gonna ask like, oh, why is this one more expensive?
It's like you got an extra layer on that bitch. I'm not paying for that, bro.
And not only that, but like Jack, you're totally right, because when you're looking at it and they go, what's the difference? And they go, well, some games have patches, some games don't. Some games run better, some games don't.
They ain't gonna know what the fuck you talking about.
I'll save $150.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
First thing they ask too would be like, do you have a 4K TV?
Yeah, and
they say
no.
Then they'll be asking, do you have a 4K Blu-ray player? Because this thing does not.
Real talk, because you would assume if a casual goes into like GameSpot, looking to get a PlayStation, and he sees the 2, he's obviously gonna ask, what does this one do compared to this one, right? And I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring up, oh, this one plays games in 4K and stuff like that. And if the guy doesn't have a 4K TV, he's probably not gonna pick up the Pro. He's not gonna give a shit. He's gonna go for the Slim. So, but my question for y'all is this telling of what the Scorpio is gonna be like, though?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think so, to be honest.
I hope it isn't. Though.
Microsoft themselves have said they don't expect the Scorpio to be big for them for sales. Like Xbox One S is their seller.
So if this did 1 and 5, would you guys say that's pretty good?
That's
Scorpio?
good.
It's the same as
I'd say
Sony.
I would think
That's the same shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's good.
If you
I
got
would say-
1
I would
out
say
of 5, 1 out of 5 people walking into a store and going, you know what, I'm going to pay the extra $150, extra $200 for this console, then you're doing something
We're
right.
doing something.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
definitely.
And I think Sony did a lot of good moves. Like you see a lot of their trailers and stuff. It's like played on PS4 Pro. That helps a lot. Because like all the dudes in my work are casuals. Like I'm talking like Madden, Call of Duty casuals. And they all bought PS4 Pros over the Slims because they're like, why wouldn't I? I can play Madden in 4K. I'm like, well, okay.
Did they already have a PlayStation, or that was the
Yeah,
first
no,
one?
I'm talking. They had a PS4. They bought a PS4 back when they came in, then upgrade to a Pro so they can play Call of Duty.
Wow, I didn't think a lot of people would actually do that.
Yeah.
I mean, the hype for Scorpio, in my opinion, probably everybody agrees, is definitely higher than what the Pro was. I mean, we've been hearing
That's if you live in this YouTube bubble, though. Outside of YouTube, I don't really hear anything about it.
right. And
you also bring up a great point because it's like I be talking to mans, they don't even know about the Scorpio.
Nobody
Nobody know about this shit. Bro.
Yeah, if you don't watch the internet, you're not gonna know about it though.
Yeah.
What would you find out about it at? Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
You would find out about it at E3.
Like,
when
there's no
Or when you walk into GameStop, you're gonna see
I just
it.
took it in. Like I was watching like the old clip and of the Scorpio announcement, and I noticed like it only has like 4 million views, bruh.
Right.
Isn't that kind of like low?
Like that's nothing. The Mario Odyssey trailer has 11 million.
damn.
Wow.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of low. That's
Like nothing.
it's all
I
about
mean,
marketing, man.
They seem to be putting marketing dollars into it though. Like to me, they've been treating it almost like a brand new console.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna agree.
Should.
I'm definitely gonna agree with you.
They
Like
need to get Xbox One out of people's minds.
yeah, they've been ramping it up like crazy lately.
Commercial, little ads, videos going
The
on.
trailer.
around.
We're gonna see.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how people adopt the console. Like I'm really curious to see. I
I'm
wonder.
curious how they're gonna show.
I wonder if
people
this
on a
marketing
live stream the
campaign,
difference.
Feel True Power, is actually gonna sway people.
They should plan on custom
Scorpio, bro.
Sony can easily
I'm telling y'all now, bro. This Feel True Power campaign is gonna really, really bite them back in the
It's
ass.
gonna
bite 'em in the
You
butt.
know why? Because when a game drops,
Yeah.
and you know a game's gonna drop, that's not gonna be performing where it needs to
They're
be.
gonna get eaten alive, especially
Man,
that
they're gonna
internet.
go crazy.
Digital
It's going to
Foundry is
be
gonna destroy them.
Power, like people are gonna repeat that, and it's gonna be a roast season. A roast season.
Let me tell you.
Like Sony can easily
Microsoft better play their cards right, because like I feel like a lot of the power is in the third-party developers' hands. You know,
All of it is.
They could have done anything.
talking all this
They
shit.
could have done anything with that market. They could have been like Scorpio, get stung or something, or like you fucking anything, except for feel the power.
Oh
like
my
that is
God.
like the
It's
most.
the wrong
So
move.
now you guys know. You guys set yourself up for that. Every game that's not up to par. Every game that's not native 4K. Every game that's using checkerboard. Every game that's 1080p on Scorpio. Any game that's dropping frames like crazy on Scorpio.
Not to mention parody. Don't forget parody.
Yeah, they're gonna get stung by parody.
It's gonna
The,
be
the first game that has checkerboarding, they're gonna get ripped apart for that.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk. Yo, real talk. Like, I feel like
It's-
certain Xbox fans, I know not all of them, because some of them actually have their expectations in check. Certain Xbox fans have backed themselves into a corner. They have made fun of checkerboarding to
my
no end. And I'm telling y'all now, that's a feature that's going to be on Scorpio.
It
100%.
definitely will.
100%.
Let-
You're
let-
really
let-
naive if you think the Scorpio is going to be playing everything native 4K.
Let me tell
You know
you
what I'm saying?
something.
There's gonna be
I'm-
shortcuts and shit.
I'm an Xbox dude 100%. Anyone who follows me knows I play almost all my games on Xbox. I have PlayStation, I enjoy it, everything else. But I cannot wait for Scorpio to drop just so I can stop fucking hearing about it.
I know,
I
right?
feel like that.
We still got another half a year,
I'm sitting there tweeting, oh, I'm playing this awesome game, and I'm scrolling through my feed. It's all these Xbox guys going, oh, power, power, power. I'm like, all you do is watch YouTube. Shut up.
I love it.
I feel like we've been hearing this power thing for like goddamn near 2 years at this point.
Yeah, you know what a man pulled up on me, yo. Like I had a video on my channel, and the guy says, "You don't know what you're talking about. The Scorpio's gonna be the Scorpio. The Scorpio stronger than the 1070, guys.
Oh my
Scorpio
god.
matches the 1080." I was like literally freaking dying. I'm like, bro, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening.
Hey, if the
Like,
Scorpio's
real
as
talk.
strong as a 1080, that thing's gonna be like $1,000.
Right? He probably heard
It's
that from
gonna
like
be hilarious.
a.
It's gonna be
He heard
hilarious.
that from a video or something, and
I
he's
probably heard that from Crap Hammer.
Yo, 6/4 though.
6/4, it's all that matters.
Oh yeah,
6/4.
yeah, Kofi. Because the 1060 6GB is what, a 4 teraflop card,
Yeah,
and it still outperforms the RX 480, which is a 6 teraflop card.
which is what they're card is based on.
Which is what their card is based on.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Like
it does like 6. Okay, dude, I've made 3 videos about teraflops and how they don't mean shit.
Yeah,
and everybody still talks about this fucking teraflop thing. It doesn't matter. They take the shader cores, they multiply it by the CUDA cores, and they multiply it by 2. That's your teraflop.
Some of these dudes, some of these dudes
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
Some of these dudes don't even know that, there's NVIDIA cards with less teraflops that outperform AMD cards with more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
some of you guys don't even know that.
Crazy to me. It's so
'Cause they're
crazy to
actually
me.
We're just gonna let it rock. We're gonna let it rock.
Oh, dude, I have a video in my mind of what I want to do, and everybody's going to Suplex City. Everybody who talks shit, they're all going to Suplex City, boy. They're all going to
I'm gonna need you guys to stop oppressing the Xbox.
Oh no!
We gotta stop.
Yeah. Let's show.
Xbox lives matter, okay?
No. Hold the line. Hold the line.
Hashtag Xbox lives matter.
All right, let's keep it moving. Let's talk about PSVR. Also, news broke that it has surpassed 1 million sales.
Definitely not in
I've been
Canada.
very vocal. Real time, bro. I've been very vocal, saying that I'm not really seeing the support of PSVR that really justifies that price point. So I just want to ask you guys, Jack, what do you think, man? How do you like the support of PSVR? Are games coming out frequently enough for you to be, happy with it if you own one?
Absolutely not. That's why I do not own one because it don't got enough games, man. But I am surprised that it's moved over 1 million units. That's very surprising to me because, like I said, the games I really ain't feeling the shit. But correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't that like the top VR like headset or no?
Yeah, definitely.
Out of the big 3, it is.
Out of the big 3, it is.
Gear VR is top.
Okay.
Oh, Gear VR. Okay, that counts. We counted that.
Well, yeah. When they do the numbers, they always count the Gear VR.
All right, so that should be the top because that's the cheapest. That's the cheapest option.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
$400.
I mean, it's good.
It's like half the price of a Vive.
Yo, the price on Vive is ridiculous, bro.
It's like
Didn't they drop it by
$1,200
$100?
This is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah. I think
Oculus is like $900 over here too.
Yeah.
that shit crazy.
VR is so expensive, and it's such a wild. Did you see that Ubisoft game though that they're coming out with? And it works between every single headset.
That's real.
So like it's put 4 people in the same room, but they all have to have headsets to play it. It's like a VR thing where all 4 people are playing at the same time. You ever play a game called Space Team on your phone?
Yep.
So it's just like Space Team basically, but it's all in VR.
Okay.
And go ahead.
If I wish I made enough money where I could be like, hey guys, let's all come hang out at my place. We'll use my 4 PSVR headsets to play this game.
Yeah, exactly. but that's why
$1,500
Expensive, right?
if I have a Vive and,
Gold chain gamers, you already know how
Gold
we
chain.
do. You know how we do.
But the whole thing is like I think VR the tech isn't where it needs to be just yet, and the price point is still too high. There's still a screen door effect on a lot of VR headsets, and the cost, especially needed for a PC to run a lot of games at 60 FPS to not get sick, is pretty high.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe the next iteration will be cheaper and better, but last year in the PC Gamer Show that they were showing off a portable VR like suit, which is just a giant fucking Alienware backpack that had a laptop. Yeah. Jack, you have to watch the PC Gamer Show. It's nuts. They just put a giant laptop in this backpack, and then they hooked it up.
Chill. Yo, Jack got bad experiences with laptops, bro.
Hey, I really do.
It was so horrifyingly bad, and she's like, "I feel great," and then a minute later, she's like, "I'm gonna vomit. Please take this off my head."
That's my biggest. I haven't even tried VR yet, and I just.
It's not. It's.
I get motion sickness in the car.
I know for a fact.
It's gonna be a wrap for me once I
it
put
would
it
make me
on.
sick.
Bro, I got sick enough with my Oculus that I had. I had to get rid of that shit. One game that really fucked me up, Adrift. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Space joint.
I couldn't play that game for 20 minutes. Like that game had me so messed up. I was finna die, bro. I was finna die straight up.
No, I think
It's really. I know the new game that it's on PSVR. I forgot what it was called.
Farpoint.
Farpoint,
yeah.
with the shooting thing. I was watching Giant Bomb play that game, and I was like, I would vomit everywhere. I would just vomit everywhere. And it's really not what I want to do.
Some experiences are really uncomfortable. Like I remember playing Lucky's Tale on Oculus, and I'm like, yo, this shit is trippy. Really trippy. It actually really is. But it's actually really cool. Like the technology is actually really, really cool. Like once you put it on and you see how like things scale, they scale to like real life size. So like dinosaurs are actually huge in front of you. Like I love how the way things scale in VR. It actually looks like you're really there. You know what I'm saying? So I think the technology is cool, but I don't know. I don't know if it's practical as of right now.
It'll be telling to see if the E3 will they show any new games, like maybe on a AAA kind of level.
They rumored Doom VR. Doom VR is rumored.
I don't think it was rumored. I'm pretty sure there was a test. There was a
they showed that last year.
Yeah, they actually had a test.
But Bethesda's just trying to do Fallout 4 in VR as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming out. Maybe it was just like a tech demo.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine Fallout 4 on there? All those frames dropping. Yeah, you'd be throwing up like crazy.
Yes, so Eric Empire. Yes, VR porn is extremely lit. That's one thing I would say that it's actually lit. I will not lie. Y'all see my reaction. Jack, you would lose your brains. You probably wouldn't touch your PlayStation.
Listen, I'm not jacking off with no headset on. You take it off, somebody standing there looking at you like, what's going on? No.
Jack, you got to make sure that your hands are actually going at the right places.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's too much going on. I can't deal with that.
So they actually did Doom.
Jack can say that. Nah, bro. Yo, but if you experience it, you'll probably be like, yo, bro.
Low key, you right.
Bro, this shit kind of lit, bro. I know.
Next topic. Still too big, too cumbersome, too many wires, too expensive.
Is
making Erica
too big and too cumbersome for you?
Yeah, moving on.
Well,
Erica, stop trying to seduce us.
No, I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Seducer.
It's the Sony talk. I mean, you can't help it.
Yeah.
Sony seducer.
Rumors going around Twitter, man. Erica's, finessing these Sony fanboys.
That's why I'm here. I'm not here to play games.
All right, let's talk about my favorite platform, the PlayStation Vita.
Oh,
why are we even talking about this? There's only 3 people that talk about this.
What happened with the Vita?
Sean Layden.
Oh,
y'all see that tweet or that article? He said the Vita is still a viable platform. Do y'all agree?
In Japan, I agree.
Just see Sony's track record. That can't even be true.
Straight up, the Vita's trash.
In Japan, it still do a little bit of numbers. I ain't even gonna lie, but other than that, for Japan, you know what I'm saying? If you look at those numbers, you're gonna be like, hey, it's not impressive. But for Japan,
Vita I don't give a shit. Yo, once Sony drops some games on the Vita, then come talk to me, bro.
That shit ain't happening.
How about that? When Sony drops some games on the Vita, some first party games on the Vita, come back and holla at me.
I think the last first party game on the Vita was Killzone.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
You think they would have tried to put Last of Us on the Vita by now?
Well, no, wasn't Uncharted on the Vita too?
Yeah, but it was like a separate.
That was 2011.
That was a launch title, bro.
That was a launch game.
That was a launch game.
Like the Vita had so many other issues, like the cost of the memory cards.
Yeah, that's what kills a lot of people.
It's just
from buying it. Like $100
for a
big car. That's crazy.
That was definitely bad. Let's keep it moving.
So, Kobe, do you think that if Sony did
irrelevant?
Irrelevant. Go ahead. Never mind.
Not even worth it.
We got a couple of game announcements. You guys seen that trailer of Need for Speed Payback?
Oh, I still ain't seen it.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
It's pretty much Fast and Furious.
Low key, it got my attention though.
Looks good.
Good. That show gameplay was a live action.
It was kind of
CGI.
But the whole concept kind of caught my attention. I know the last one wasn't that hot. People weren't really feeling it. I thought Rivals was pretty good. Yo, what I want to ask you guys, what's your favorite Need for Speed game?
Most Wanted.
Most Wanted. High Pursuit.
High Pursuit was really good. How about Underground 2 though?
Oh, Underground was lit.
Ooh,
I had that on GameCube.
Underground 2?
I had Underground, I think, on GameCube.
Yo, that game was lit. Most Wanted was definitely great. I remember playing that on. That was a cross gen game too, right? That was on on the 360, PS3, also the PS2 and the original Xbox. I remember that game being extra lit.
Yeah, I lie. I'm taking my pick back. I'm going with Underground too. Yeah,
Underground. Underground was fire, yo. Like
that was my shit.
Yo, Need for Speed, go back to that. Then we good, man. We good. Cause I like that. The customization shit. The Lamborghini doors. That shit was extra fly.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And they said they got rid of that always online thing, so that's good.
Yeah.
That
So-
wasn't like heavy in the last one, right?
Yeah, you had to be
Yeah.
online to play.
You had to be online.
Yeah.
Which is
I played
no
it.
sense 'cause it's a racing game.
I don't.
They
You guys
fucked
think
up.
that this new Need for Speed is gonna be like that, or you think they're gonna, step back from that?
Oh, they already said they're not doing that.
Oh, that's great.
They need a better story. That's all I know.
Yeah.
It's a better
They
story.
did the live action cutscenes, I think, in the last one, and
Yeah,
that was a little
Yeah.
corny.
disgusted.
Yeah, I see a man wrote Midnight Club. Yes, Midnight Club was
That club is
absolutely
sweet.
Dub
fire.
edition. Ooh.
I love Midnight Club, man.
Shout out to my husband. He's in the chat. He's very excited. He loves
He loves Need for Speed. That's
yeah.
great.
So I'll be playing it because of him.
No, the trailer got me interested. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, it's been a minute since I got back into like a Need for Speed game, and this one it seems like it could be
Yeah,
cool.
it definitely caught my attention, and I'm definitely curious to see more gameplay. I want to
Yeah.
see how that customization is like, because that's definitely key for me. I need that customization to be on point.
Hopefully, it's Saturday at EA Play. We'll see more.
Yeah,
Hopefully it's not riddled with microtransactions.
we're gonna see what's up. Another game got announced for PlayStation 4, Dissidia Final Fantasy. Any of y'all play the Dissidia games?
No.
Nope.
No.
Look at these guys. Yo, Jack, you played the Dissidia? Any of the Dissidia
Listen,
games?
listen. I'm not an RPG guy like the big boss. I ain't never played that.
It was a fighting game.
And you call yourself the Pony Commissioner, bro.
It was like a fighting game, is what it was.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
fighting game.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a fighting game. It's a Final Fantasy fighting game.
Never played it, man. Ain't that a PSP game?
Yeah, that's where I played it. That's where I played it. Game was lit though.
Yeah, I don't do the fight.
You know, it'd be great if they brought back like Final Fantasy Crisis Core.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, I would actually like
That'd
a
be
remaster of that. That would be pretty dope. That'd be pretty dope.
But the City is a good game. If you haven't played it, I'd pick it. If it's a good price, if it's like $20, pick it up. It's good.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear shit from Square Enix unless it's Kingdom Hearts
Right?
3
I'm
or
tired
5.
of releasing
You're
other
gonna wait
stuff,
like
not
3
playing
years for
Kingdom
that.
Hearts.
Yeah,
Our
whole
grandkids are gonna be-
Master, like, come on with this
You're
shit.
gonna be like 40 when that comes out.
You guys gonna have a family and kids when that shit come out, bro.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 and
Hold on,
Final
hold on.
Fantasy 7 Remake. That's the only things I want from them.
Yeah, yeah. Also, Hellblade got a release date. Who's excited for this? Ooh,
That game looks fun.
Yes.
Let's go.
I'm ready for it.
excited.
Ninja Theory, man. I'm hoping they really deliver with this game.
I'm
know,
kind of like in the camp of that it's going to be bad.
Really?
Low key,
Yeah,
It's
I
only
think-
$30 though,
I
right?
don't like the camera angle, bro.
low key, Alex.
So the
I
camera
could
angle is
see
too
that.
close. The field of view is not where it needs to be.
They're
They're
terrible.
really
I thought-
talking
I'm
about
extremely-
more of like
I'm extremely optimistic about the game, but I could really see it, maybe turning out to be bad. But I'm actually crossing my fingers, hoping that's a great game, though. But I'm
So
definitely
they-
interested, and I'm definitely
talking
picking it
about-
up. That price point is great. That's a
Yeah.
good
It
price
is.
point.
It's
And I'm definitely picking
it
it up
is.
and trying it out for
Yeah.
myself.
More developers
They
need
said
to
it's
do
about
that.
6 to 8 hours long.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
yeah.
30
And, like, so
bucks, right?
my
Yeah.
biggest problem with the game is that they're dealing with like mental issues and like what the character has to go through, but they're really pushing the whole like she's got mental problems kind of like thing really intensely, and I feel like there's going to be a lot less of a game and more of just cinematics. For some reason, I feel like it's just not
Yeah.
going to be what we expect.
They kind of
And
said
I
that.
feel like
though.
it's but I especially with like the way the camera angle is, it's
Yeah.
almost very similar to God of War's camera angle, which I also didn't like.
The new one?
I feel like
Then he,
No,
I think
that
he needs
camera
more.
angle's terrible.
it's real close,
it's
and
really
the field of
close,
view
yeah.
is really
Yeah.
narrow.
If
You
you're,
saw
if you're
why
look-
they- Huh?
yeah, go ahead. Jack. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say if you watch the first Dev Diary when they announced the game, they said that since they're an independent studio, they could not afford a better camera angle. They actually said that. So.
Oh,
What?
shit.
Right.
What?
Yeah, that's why I look like that.
No,
That's
that's
a
for the
thing?
better
That's what,
camera.
that's what they said.
What do you mean? You don't buy camera angles in
They said
advance.
they said
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk too
Wow.
much shit because I don't know the
No, you do have to pay people to do the camera angles in your
Yeah,
game.
I don't know the process. So I'm not gonna talk too much shit. If they claim that's the way it goes down, I'm gonna have to just take their word for it.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I just think
I'm
you
gonna
want
have
to
to
I guess
feel
it
more
makes sense,
personal
like-
shit.
If your view is closer, you don't have to draw as much of the overworld.
Yeah, you ain't got to render as much of the world.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I guess
Okay, that's
yeah, that makes
different.
sense.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's
like,
not like they're
I don't
paying
know,
a guy
I just,
to put a camera in.
I just feel like
They do have people on games that do that though.
look, guys, look. Every time a game is hyped up, all I do is I hold my copy of No Man's Sky and I go, don't.
That's nah, you can't. do that,
So
though.
E3, I'm just gonna sit there with the copy of No Man's Sky on my chest, and every time I go, oh no,
Well, like,
How many good games
No
do
Man's Sky was
versus
an
No
indie
Man's
game
Sky?
treated like a AAA game.
Yeah, it was
It charged
$60
$60.
too. Yeah.
Like
This is 30.
Damn, that was
conned
60.
everybody with that one. These guys
Who
seem
paid
like they're
60 for
pretty
that? Oh my god.
So the good thing
Hold your
is,
loaf,
the
hold
good
your
thing
No
is,
Man's
if,
Sky.
if this game is bad, you just only paid 30. So it's not as bad.
The price point is sweet, so I can't really complain.
I
And
think
the game
they
looks
did
great.
the right thing by
The game
making
looks
it
great.
30.
Like
Yeah,
visually
digital
though.
only.
Visually.
It's
it looks
digital
great.
only, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
digital only.
Yeah, that's what helped them keep the cost down.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would like a physical copy though. That would make
And
like
it probably will if it becomes successful.
maybe we'll have a limited run or something like that.
They might do that, yeah. Like
Oh yeah, limited
uh,
run games. Exactly.
Yeah, it
Like
might be
Fury.
limited.
Fury had that.
Never know.
If you can pick up a copy of Risk of Rain, do it. It's a great game.
All right.
Okay.
Shenmue 3. It got delayed. I didn't even know it had a release
We
date
didn't
or
see
a
this
release
coming.
window.
That's what I was saying.
Yo, I
What's
didn't even
the
know it
release
got,
date?
yeah, I never
It
knew
did
it
have
had a
a
release. Did it have a release window? Because I
They
didn't
had like
know.
a release year.
Was
I
it
thought they were saying
2017?
like 2017, 2018.
I think it was this year, right?
Oh,
I
shit,
think I
word, I didn't even know.
It's supposed to be like the first half, or like around the middle of this year, but it got pushed back to the end of this year.
Yo, I always expected that game to come out in 2018, 2019 anyway.
Yeah.
So I never was I was never was expecting it to come out this year. So this news hit me and I'm like, whatever, because I wasn't expecting to play this game this year. Anyway.
When you talk about Kickstarters, like the game literally doesn't start development until the money comes in from everybody else. So when this Kickstarter went live, like I hope people weren't expecting, oh shit, this game been in development for years now, and we're gonna get it 2 years after the announcement. Like, nah, that shit's gonna take at least 3 years. 2018, I don't even think it's gonna hit that. To be honest,
It's
like
probably gonna get pushed to 2019.
that's what I'm like early 2019.
I agree. I agree. I feel like the game's coming out probably at the end of 2018 or 19 because just looking at how it's going, it's looking like it's going to take a minute. So
Yeah.
I was really holding my breath for this one. And people shouldn't either because
It'll launch the
we
same
ain't playing
time
this
Kingdom
game anytime
Hearts 2
soon.
does.
So the question is Sony finessing y'all?
Oh,
You know, they're showing all these great games that everyone want, but the shit ain't coming out for
Come out
another,
for
like,
years.
for
3 or 4 years
I'll tell you
at
this.
least.
Sony
So is this
right
smoke and
along.
mirrors?
I mean, you can't really blame Sony for that though. No, you can't. These are all third parties. Like,
You know,
They put them on the stage
who
though.
came on
Yeah.
stage with the little? Who came on stage with the little notepad or the little piece of paper hyping up? Oh, Final Fantasy check, Shenmue 3 check.
I mean, but that's like you.
These games are coming out like 80 times soon. I'm just asking the question though. I'm not.
That's like you having kids, right? And then you go to pick them up from school, and they teacher come out the classroom and whoop your ass because they failed their test. I put them in the position, but they ain't coming through. Like, oh,
my thing with announcing games early is I don't have a problem with it. If a game is announced and it doesn't come out till 2 or 3 years after, that's like my cutoff. Like after 3 years, if your shit not out, like Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's too long.
We waited like 10 years for that game, and then on top of that, they announced it in 2013, and now it's 4 years later, and we still don't even got no release date in
Bro,
sight.
Final Fantasy 15.
That's
Yeah,
another
that took
one.
like
That
10 years.
was a
That's another
decade
one.
cycle.
The Last
Same
Guardian.
game
Last
development.
Guardian.
But the thing with Sony
Square
is
takes a long time. Like they just take a long time. Well, Square.
Yeah,
you know.
Square takes
Square
a
takes a very long time.
Then they complain that we sold 5 million, 7 million. It's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how.
Oh, you took
like,
10 years.
Yeah, they took so long to make the game. No wonder you can't bust a profit. Like, jeez.
Like I swear with Square Enix, the first 3 years of the game is them sitting around drinking coffee going, all right, we're making a sequel.
Pretty much.
I mean, think about it. It's a 10-year development cycle. People had kids.
Yeah.
Kids got through elementary school, almost got to middle school. I mean, in 10 years, you have an entire lineup going.
generation.
Okay, let me
Yes.
tell you what. 10 years ago when that game got announced, I was in grade 9.
That's crazy, eh? When you take that,
And I'm like married and 2 kids now. Like, come on.
that's crazy.
I
We're like,
remember
finally,
being
I
hyped
can
when
play
that
Final
first got announced.
That's
That was
like
like
crazy.
my young N4G days.
Look. When it comes to announcements being coming out like early, like announcements, games getting announced early, how I feel about them, I don't really care. What I don't like is seeing them like repeatedly at every event.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can agree
yo,
with that.
if you could show like Death Stranding, show it. Yo, the
It's same
game's not
way.
ready. Ease off that shit, bro. Ease off that shit.
Yeah,
for a
don't
bit.
remind
Exactly.
people.
Yeah,
And they are gonna ease off, which is
that.
good.
Ease off.
Mhm.
Come back when it's almost ready. You know, then it's all good. But
They've
you know,
all done it. Like Nintendo did it with Xenoblade. We saw like 3 E3s in a row.
Like how Microsoft is doing is not good either. Like what their whole lineup. Like how many times have we seen some of these games?
Yeah, we're gonna see Cuphead for the 4th time.
You know what's worse? What's worse is when it's repeated. When it's repeated and then canceled, like freaking Scalebound.
Yeah, like Scalebound.
That was worse. I think that's what made it.
hurt.
Yo, real talk. That's what made Scalebound's cancellation the worst.
irritating.
Take this in. We seen a gameplay. We seen it at E3, right? Then we seen it at Gamescom.
Yeah.
Then I think we seen it again one more time. Then it got canceled. Like what the hell? Like we seen the game like 3 times at 3 different events. Then it got canceled. Like if they showed it once and it got canceled, I don't think people would.
I don't think people would have cared.
Complaining as much, bro. For the simple fact that we've seen it so much times, then all right, the game ain't coming out. That's kind of a diss thing, dog. Like
So I ask you a question then. When you ask like, is Sony finessing us? Do you think these games not coming out?
I think these games are coming out.
Okay.
Sony has a good
that's
track
what I feel like. That's what I say. They have a good track record. They
Sony has a good track record.
But that shit come
take a
out.
while. But
It could take 10 years, but it'll come.
Sony has a real good track record. Look at The Last Guardian. They came out a million times saying, "Yo, the game's not canceled. The game's coming." Guess what? We waited a shit ton of time. You know what I'm saying? So Sony has a good track record. Microsoft, on the other hand, we gotta call it what it is. They don't really have a good track record. Once shit's taking long, they pull the plug. Studio ain't performing on time, pull the plug. So yeah.
Microsoft said they're changing their strategy with E3. They're going to show you games that are coming out in the same year now.
Oh wow,
if that's the case, then this E3,
Well, we already know what we're gonna see though. We're gonna.
I think you gotta have a healthy balance of both, though. Like,
I agree. We gotta know what's coming out in the future, man.
To stay excited.
I think a good block for E3 is like if you want to do a release date, if you want to announce stuff at E3 for next year, I'm perfectly okay with that. Like I have no problem with that. What really bugs me out is when they show a CGI trailer for a game that I know that isn't going to come out for like 3 years.
Right.
Like if you're telling me that The Last of Us 2 is going to drop next year, you're smoking something.
Yeah, that's going to be at least 3 years.
Well, I think what bothers me more than CGI is in-engine footage. It's like, okay.
No, I'm not. Yo, look. I think this. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but this is how I think the cycles should be. Like when it comes to new games, E3, say like E3, even it gets a CGI trailer. Cool. Next E3 rolls around, gameplay trailer.
Yep.
I'm cool with that.
And then it comes out
with a release date. Gameplay trailer with a release date, and it comes out like maybe the following
same year.
I think that's how. I don't mind seeing a CGI trailer. If the game's early on, just to know that something is coming. Just knowing something is coming is important. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's how you build the hype.
Just know something's coming is important.
I think as long as they don't knowingly show you something that they know for a fact. Like for instance, when they first showed The Last of Us 2, he stressed this. He said this is very early on in development. You know what I'm saying? He was saying that before they showed. So as long as I know that when I said I'm like, all right, this ain't coming out to like 2019. I ain't like, okay, this shit dropping holiday season. So as long as they let it be known this shit is a ways off, or they don't give like a bogus release date that they not even gonna attempt to hit, like I'm cool.
Right. And that's why with the lack of release dates at Sony's E3 last year,
that's smart.
That's why I say I like that. Because I'm looking at these games like, all right, they in development. I don't know when they're coming out, but they're not giving me bullshit saying, oh yeah, you're gonna expect this to come out in 2017 when if 2017 gets it, then they delay it again. Like that's what gets people pissed off.
People get annoyed when it's delayed. But if you don't give a date, they don't really care as much.
Yeah, but Sony's E3 last year was really good because they had a good balance of games you're going to wait for, like God of War, et cetera, et cetera. And then they had games that were dropping sooner, like Resident Evil 7 and like that. There was a good balance on that. I always feel like whenever I watch Microsoft's E3, if I don't fall asleep through it, my biggest problem is I'm tired of seeing the same goddamn games that I have no interest in. Literally, the only Microsoft game I have any hype for is Cuphead, and My
Ooh,
God,
Cuphead.
that's probably gonna get
Yeah.
canceled.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Bro, they cancel Cuphead, bro. I'm done, bro.
No, don't say that.
Nah,
No, don't do that.
That ain't getting canceled. That
I'll
ain't
throw
getting
my
canceled.
Xbox One out the freaking
Nah,
window.
that ain't getting
God.
canceled.
No,
I don't know. Like, there's
100%.
no reason a 2D side-scrolling game should be taking this long.
No, 100%. If they cancel Cuphead, I am mailing my Xbox One to Phil Spencer. Be like, you can have this.
We're gonna send you back a scorpion lollipop.
That game is
I don't think
before it's a
Microsoft
tower.
can afford another cancel right now. They cannot
can't.
say,
Oh,
yo,
hell,
And
hell.
not with
Crackdown
Scorpio around
3.
the corner.
Sea of Thieves, Cuphead, State of Decay. None of those games could come out and be like, yo, they can't come out and be like, yo, one of them is canceled. You know,
Of
I
course
think
not.
it's gonna be a
None of those
huge
games-
shitstorm.
To be honest,
They
like none
can't.
of those games are console pushers.
Yeah,
That's true.
Maybe Crackdown, maybe.
Depends on how
Depends
they
what they
show it, yeah.
show.
it depends how Crackdown looks.
It has the potential. I
But
think.
like
Right now,
Crackdown's-
yeah, it has a
Crackdown's
potential.
never
Right
been
now, we
a
haven't
big
seen.
franchise
It's
for
never
them.
been a franchise that people have been, people have lost their minds for. You know what I'm saying? Like Crackdown is a
That co-op
lukewarm
experience.
series.
Yeah, that
No?
co-op experience has to like carry it, and people really gotta like
I
get
hope it's
into
good
it.
because the
Like
last one's
imagine,
run so good.
like I think that and Sea of Thieves can blow up on like a mixer or something like that, where people stream it and then
Yeah.
it takes off from there.
Sea of Thieves
I
has
don't know,
more
man.
potential than Crackdown in the fact that, like, survival games, as you said, for like Mixer and stuff, survival games are huge in the streaming community.
Right,
So
like
that could be
battlegrounds and
right.
shit.
Might be a
That-
big streaming game.
That could blow up, but Crackdown, man, there's no way they can meet expectations for this game. Guys have been hyping this shit up since 2013. If it comes, it's gonna be mediocre. I'm sorry, I'm an Xbox dude through and through. Like, I've been gaming on
Crackdown
since
does
the
not have a
OG.
history of being a good game.
But Crackdown is like, you know what it reminds me of? What's that game called? Army of Two. It's on that level. It's
like a
decent.
G-rated
It's fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Decent but forgettable.
No, because the
Yeah.
track record is not like, yo, the first one, great game. Second one, trash. How's your sequel like trash? And the third one, like, there's no really strong, momentum going to the third one. You know what I'm trying to say?
We ain't seen nothing,
Yeah.
so yeah.
We haven't
I'm
seen
saying,
nothing
what if
either,
they
so
pull
we can't really
something
talk. We can't really talk. If we got gameplay and it looked mind blasting, then that's
Hope so.
different. Then that's different. But we're gonna see
I
this
think-
E3. It's coming.
We'll see. It has
We also
This
got to
Sunday.
make sure that when they talk about like the cloud from before, I think they're just going to sweep that stuff under the
They're not
rug.
going to talk about the cloud.
Yo,
I
I
don't
really
think
gonna
Alex
mention
feel-
it.
I don't think they're gonna
really
say
agree with you, bro.
anything
No.
about that.
Look,
They're not
I
gonna say
really
that word
agree
at
with you,
all.
bro.
they still gonna talk about that though, because that's powering the online. The cloud not gonna be on the single player. I think they still gonna have to talk about that.
Yo,
do you think
Jack,
so?
I feel like they're honestly gonna sweep it under the rug a little
They're
bit.
not
I
going
don't
to
think
say
so.
a word about the cloud.
Okay, they're gonna mention it. They're gonna mention it because they're gonna be like, oh, the cloud is doing some. Oh, it's
Yeah,
It's just gonna be real quick.
that's powering the destruction.
No,
apparently.
no. Hey,
Nah,
like,
I- bullshit. Yo, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think.
That gotta go on the E3 bingo cards. Like how many
I'm-
times?
I'm-
they
Oh,
mention
we
the
should
cloud.
do those.
We should do that. I was thinking of doing that.
So we went from we're Direct 12, the cloud, Power 4 Titans. Okay, we're moving on from this, right? We're just gonna move.
Oh,
Well, what's the
Now
next
it's
thing? What's the next thing?
six
Just feel the
teraflops.
power. That's it.
Oh, it's
no.
next revolution.
No,
Doesn't matter.
feel true power, guys. It's feel
Okay.
true power. That's
Feel
what
the
it is.
power.
Your
Feel-
eyes
feel the-
dilate, everything. You get
Eric,
goosebumps.
I love it. I love
eyes
it. I love
dilate.
it. I love it. All I know
Xbox
is
will
That
feel
was
true
really
power if
good,
they
Eric.
release
I was
some
gonna make
non-trash
I was gonna
games.
make a seduction joke, but I kept it to myself.
Well, I was thinking of the swallow tweet.
Oh no!
Oh,
Whoa.
okay. Erica, you roll it like that. Chill.
just to explain it. Remember, they were saying swallow the true power or something like that.
So there was
Some
a tweet.
Xbox guy
Hold
on Twitter was going
yeah.
crazy today.
I
That's
will,
why I
I
try
will
to stay
pull
off
up the
Twitter,
tweet.
man.
I'll pull up the tweet. The tweet says,
It wasn't
"It's
me.
our time, X family. We spent 4 years swallowing talk of power. Now they are going to have to swallow us."
Oh my
Wait. Ew, you really say X family? Like what is going on?
That was the tweet.
Already
It
too
was,
much. E3 is not here. Oh,
it
this
was,
is
it was
crazy.
pretty
I thought I was
glorious.
staying off Twitter for a
Yo,
reason.
guys,
Yeah, I need a couple
great
days
times. Great times is ahead of
They're gonna
us,
have
guys.
they're gonna have to
Great
swallow us with
This is
true
pulling up
power.
to 2013
It's
levels.
gonna be very funny.
All I know is the next coming weeks it's gonna be hilarious, guys. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
I'm getting off Twitter for 2 weeks because
Nah,
I
gotta
You gotta enjoy it.
No, you gotta stay on
I
there.
gotta stay for the
I'm
screenshots.
just like I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You're gonna see a lot of mental breakdowns.
It's
I'm
going.
gonna have I'm gonna have a big bottle of bourbon, and I'm just gonna sit there. And every time I hear True Power, I'm gonna take a sip. Every time I hear 6 teraflops, I'm gonna take a sip.
You gonna die alcohol poisoning.
I'm gonna live stream it too.
Yo, you're not gonna
Just-
last 20 minutes, bro. You're not gonna last 20 minutes. I kind of missed this. Death Stranding also won't be at E3.
Yeah, that's the right show.
Yeah, that's kind of what we talked about. Too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Did you guys expect this though? I kind of didn't. I actually thought it would make it.
I thought they were going to show it.
I expected it, but
That was my
only like-
prediction. I gotta take the L now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was my opener. I predicted.
Oh.
Erica
I'm
got
out.
that pre-E3L.
There we go.
E3 hasn't even started. I already have L.
Okay,
Mark my words, yo. Spider-Man is gonna be the opening game.
It's
Oh,
Days
man.
Gone.
Sony
I
is coming.
can't
It's
wait.
That
Days
do
Gone.
kind of that Spider-Man do sound like a good option. though. I ain't
Opening.
gonna lie.
That's gonna be that's
Yo,
gonna be the
sound
opening.
right,
I'm
bro.
calling
A
it.
sucker punch though, yo.
That
Nah,
does.
I think
You
Yeah.
can't open up with no new game, bro.
They're not gonna. Yeah,
do
they're not
that.
opening up with no new game.
Why not?
Facts. I don't-
Something that you don't
That's,
know.
that's too. That's too like shocking. No, I don't know if they're trying to
Yeah,
shock
so
people.
everybody like, oh, what the hell is this?
Well,
What's this? What's this?
They
Wow.
opened up last year with God of War, didn't they?
Yeah, but that ain't new though.
That's a familiar though, because everybody wow.
Yeah, but
very
that
much-
was a new game though.
Spider-Man opening. I'm yo, lock it in.
No.
Lock it in.
They might open up with
Spider-Man's
Lost
it in.
Legacy since it's coming out in like 2
Lock
months.
it in.
though.
Days
Yeah.
Gone. They're gonna open up with the motorcycle.
Yo,
It's gonna be Days
Real
Gone.
talk. Real talk. I could see Days Gone too.
Oh, that's a good guess, Alex. I
I
like
think
it.
my guess,
Spider-Man
man.
Honestly, real
gameplay
talk. I could see Days
would be
Gone.
awesome.
The
I want to see
opening.
more of Lost Legacy. That game looks good.
Yeah, that could be.
You know what's
that could
crazy?
be
They
a good
might not show
opening.
Last of Us, bro. I was thinking about that the other day.
They're not going.
They might not show
Yeah.
gameplay.
I was
They
thinking-
might not show anything though,
No, don't say that.
bro.
Why
That,
would that game's like 3 years out. Why would
Won't
they
won't
show
Naughty
it?
Dog show the Uncharted one that's
Yeah,
coming out
exactly.
here just
yeah,
around
that's
the
coming out
corner instead?
Bro,
They
they
said
don't.
that one last time.
Yo, Jack, if they
That
don't
makes too much
show
sense.
Last of Us, it's
I'm saying it
Scorpio
too, bro. I'm
season,
saying it during
bro.
live stream. Facts.
What if it's the From Software game
Scorpio
that
season.
opens?
Oh,
No. Naughty Dog has to have something ready. No, they
It's
have to
gotta
have
be at least. I'm
something.
gonna say it's at least
Something ready.
like a trailer. Yeah. At
Yeah,
least a
just
trailer.
something ready. If Last of
Yeah.
Us 2's not there, then. But that's definitely a closing
showing.
show though. That's a
That'd be
closing
crazy.
show.
That's an L if they ain't got it there. I'm be real.
Yeah, that is an L.
That's a fucking L, bro.
I fully agree. That's a huge L. If Last of Us 2 is not there.
I know they said it was early development, but it was 6 months after they first revealed the first Last of Us, and then they showed us gameplay. That's what I'm going off of.
They gotta show. So they can just show a bitch walking down the hallway. That'd be good. I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. I ain't gonna even hold
But
you.
it has to be a good vertical slice, or I don't want to see it. I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see. You know how
They're
powerful.
gonna show something on gameplay, not
You know,
another
you know how
CGI
dope
trailer.
that the first time The Last of Us was showed, like that whole
Yeah.
sequence was
Mind-blowing.
insane. That whole sequence
Crazy.
just like honestly was amazing. Like I need something
it
like
was
that.
such a good, and like the way everything was set up. Like even me, I was like, "Fuck, I think I'm gonna get a PS4." Like I was like, "Shit."
It was amazing. It was spectacular.
This,
I really hope they show it. I really hope they show it, man, because I'm
Does
looking.
Crash Bandicoot come out before or after E3?
After June 30th.
Okay, so they're probably gonna show that too then.
Oh yeah, they gotta show that bullshit. God damn it.
Wait, what game?
Crash
Crash.
Bandicoot.
You need to keep that to a
Oh,
minimum.
I swear they
Nah,
do.
no, they don't show that.
They gonna show some of it.
Someone in the
Yeah,
chat,
if it comes out after E3, they're gonna show it.
some people in the
Show that
chat are
back
saying
too.
they're gonna open with Bloodborne 2. Stop playing with my heart, you guys.
That's a good
They're
one
gonna be so
too.
hype, bro.
That's a good
Oh
one,
my
too.
God.
Yeah, I'm
I
expecting From Software to be there on Sony stage to
And
show us something.
You know what I was thinking about too, Kofi, was they might show something for the Switch. Because they are on that
Ooh.
list. They're on that list.
Oh,
of
you talking about From
developers.
Software? I'm about to say, what the
Yeah,
hell
from
you
Software.
Right?
I thought you about it to Sony. I'm like, what the hell?
yeah.
there was a
Yo,
rumor
you
that
never
Dark
know.
Souls
Dark
3 is
Souls,
coming out
Dark
soon.
Souls might hit the Switch. Yo,
If you get the
never know.
port, Dark
If you
Souls
get the
3.
port of Dark
Because
Souls, you
the
never know.
devs said they had the game running on the Switch. Dark Souls
Yeah.
3.
It's a new IP though for the Switch.
That
I
would be
really
cool.
hope so too.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool if it's that kind of game, but you play as Link.
Nah, I don't want it. I don't want it Nintendo-esque. You know, Nintendo always have to throw a bone. Yo, you got a Mario
Otherwise,
hat.
the fact
Yeah,
that
you gonna
it's
go
Mario, though.
It's gonna happen.
You got a Mario hat costume. You know, like
Dark
in
Souls
Tekken. You
and
know, like
Evolution
Nintendo always has to put their own twist to it. Sometimes
That could be cool.
unnecessary.
Actually, it'd be cool if you play as like a Fire Emblem character.
I don't know. I think it should separate it, man.
It's gonna be Bloodborne Cart confirmed
Oh no!
That would be
confirmed
lit.
for the
Yeah.
Switch.
I'm still holding out faith for that leak.
I know we talked a little bit about the Scorpio and the trailer and the new campaign. Did you guys see the hidden messages?
Six
in the
over
trailer?
4, man. 6 over 4.
Yeah, there was a 6/4 message in there. There was also another message that people were thinking that it's a possible release date.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? You think that's pretty cool? You think
I'm pretty sure Scorpio's coming out in November.
You guys think November? I think people were saying October based on that,
that leak.
Shadow War.
Message, that hidden message.
Well, what was it, like October 13th?
I don't even know off the top.
A couple days after Shadow of War comes out.
Because isn't that Friday the 13th?
Yeah, Friday the 13th. Yeah, yep.
Ooh, they might want to miss that date.
That's kind of a bad luck date.
That's a bad omen right there.
Great day to release a console.
So there's that.
I still think it's gonna be November. I don't know about that October. I don't know.
Don't they always release in November though? Like
yeah,
they usually release hardware in November.
So there you go.
And Phil Spencer came on stage saying that their E3 conference is gonna be longer than 90 minutes.
Yeah, because they have too many games to show.
Ooh,
that's actually a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's what he said, so I'm gonna hold him to that.
Yeah, he said. What did he say? That there's so many games they didn't want to take out.
Extra games that couldn't make it.
Okay, I'm excited.
So that's getting me excited.
Let's go. Let's hope they're good.
Let's just hope they're not just small games.
They're gonna be doing some talking then, I guess, because you're gonna have to. If you're extending, you're probably
gonna be like at least half an hour dedicated to Scorpio.
It has to be. It has to be. How they're talking about it, people think they're gonna be like, oh, pull the curtains and be like, oh, here's Scorpio, here's a price, and move on. Here's the game. They're gonna really,
they're gonna try and explain 4K to you. They're gonna try and explain why you should get this over the Xbox One. It's gonna take a while.
Yep. Shout out to the 170 people watching the podcast. Big shout out to y'all in the chat.
Shout out to y'all.
Let me shout some people out before we continue. Bob Beast, what's good, bro? MDZ, what's up? King Los, Scorpio season. I know you hyped. Who else in the chat? Who else you guys see in the chat? You guys want to shout out?
Got some trolls in here. I know.
Shandon
in here. Shandon, I remember you.
Got Chris Righteous in the chat. What's up, bro?
We got TJ Rules. What's up?
I want to say hi to Lunk.
Playable Games.
Nia was in here too.
Yeah, she here. Shout out to her, man. She's secretly a beast in Mario Kart, but she be hyping like she ain't good. Shout out to Chris Jones. All right, so fuck Tony.
Hold on, I want to say hi to my son, Tony Montana.
My son,
my young son.
Your son.
You guys are sharing.
We got shared custody right now. Hey, you get him on the weekends. He like to go get his haircut.
Son, how was school today? Dad loves you.
We love you, baby.
Shout out
I really did take it in that Tony looks like Karuchi though. Like real
bro.
He really does look like Karuchi. I'm not he really does. Tony, you doing your thing though.
Tony's a beautiful woman. Shout out to Tony.
I haven't seen that video yet. He had like a video, right? Or something.
He had on a fucking Sherpa and shit. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Like he about to go skiing or something.
I kept scrolling. I was like, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, try to see this. Also, I don't know if you guys seen. I don't know if this shit's real or fake. Halo Graveyard.
It's already proven fake.
All right, cool.
Or was it Gra? Or how did you say it at first?
I don't even know, yo. That shit look like a you, bro. Like
German.
To tell you the truth, I was freaking like driving. I know I'm not supposed to be on my phone, and I see
don't be, boy.
Well, yeah, break laws in Canada.
That's almost.
We live life on the edge over here, bro.
Oh my god,
life on the. I'm just talking shit, but it's fake. But do you guys think we're gonna see anything Halo at E3?
I kind of hope not.
They already told us no Halo 6.
Phil Spencer,
but 343 Industries also
there.
said that they're gonna have something small. So I don't know.
And it's not VR because they said
AR, VR.
I hope it's not.
Yeah, they said no VR.
They got AR too, though. So that's different than VR.
It definitely won't be that either.
But they ain't gonna show HoloLens no more. What's going on with that?
It's gonna be a card game or a board game. I don't know.
I would like it to be like.
I don't even know, yo. I don't know what was that shit like? Graveyard, Grave Mine. No, yo, but I don't know. The posters look kind of legit, but it's probably fake.
It was interesting because it was looking almost. It had that like Alien Isolation vibe to it.
I was thinking it was gonna be like a twin stick shooter.
No, they already have that on the fucking Surface.
like Spartan.
Dude, you ever play XCOM or you ever play Civilization?
I don't even know what the fuck it's called.
So if it was like
I don't know what the fuck it's called.
If it was like a grid-based strategy game, if you ever played XCOM, that'd be awesome for like the Halo universe.
I don't want none of that.
Dude,
I don't want none of that.
That's not something you would bring to E3 though. Like, nah.
That's
bro,
not
Halo
something
wants
you
to do
based
E3.
on the Halo franchise.
Yeah. And also Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
You guys see the trademark for that?
Yeah.
No, what was
Yeah,
it?
I heard about that.
I think it's not
We kinda
trademark. I
expected
think
that,
we're gonna
though.
see it. I think we're gonna see it.
You're what Ryan said, right?
What?
He said that somebody told him that actually like work on the game or some shit. He said they gonna show it at a Sony press conference.
What?
Say
Sony?
word.
He said he knew that for a fact, but I don't. Yeah.
I would
That's
do it at the
crazy.
That's another
Wow.
blow.
That's like a whole. Yeah, I thought it would be at Microsoft conference.
Yeah.
He was saying that he kept saying he was predicting it to be at Microsoft conference because he knew they were showing it at Sony's or something. I don't know. That's what he was saying.
Wow.
I thought they would just show it at Ubisoft.
Yeah,
That's what
that would make
They
more
probably,
sense.
no, they probably gonna do both.
Yeah.
That's
Ubisoft come
crazy.
on
So
before Sony,
another
though.
Right.
marketing deal then?
Ooh, I don't know.
Sony has them all. Like, what is
Wow.
Microsoft has like one or something? Like, that's
Can you imagine?
It's troubling.
Dog,
Yeah,
yo,
some
Sunday's gonna be lit, guys. Like, I don't know who's available. I know Jack.
Well, Saturday for
doing
EA
some-
too.
I'll be
Jack
there.
might be
I'll be
doing
there,
something
bro.
for Weapon Wheel. So I know J Main down. I don't know if Alex down Sunday. I don't know if
Yeah, I
Eric
can do
down
Sunday.
Sunday.
I can do Sunday.
I can't do Sunday.
All right, so it'll just be
Sunday gonna
me,
be
J
so
Main.
hype. Oh my
It'll just be me, J Man, and Alex. Yeah, we're gonna live stream.
I'll be
our-
legit at an Xbox party.
What
She
the
will
fuck?
actually.
You got to go live from the Xbox party, man.
I might
And
do
that Scorpio.
Yeah, yeah, we go- we go-
You have to periscope it.
We're gonna
Periscope
live
that
stream our
party.
reaction. So I want y'all to tune in because we're gonna be extra entertaining, especially if this shit turns out good or bad. But yo, I'm hoping the best. I'm actually hoping the best. I'm actually hoping the best for Microsoft. I want them to come clutch because I need some new games from them for real. So we're gonna take some questions from the chat before we hop off this. So you guys got any questions for us before we leave? Chat.
So many rumors floating around though.
I know, bro.
Did y'all hear about the Square Enix exclusive for Xbox?
I never heard of it.
Didn't hear that.
I heard Capcom got some. I don't know.
I heard about that. I
Too
don't
many
know.
rumors, man.
A lot.
So I will be reporting live from the PC Gamer Show.
Yo.
That PC gaming show gonna be so fucking dry, bro.
I mean, that show-
It's
It's
always so boring.
it's at midnight, bro.
Yeah,
So the
nobody,
thing is-
nobody watching that. Yeah, I'll go to bed.
the
bro.
best part is that
That
those
bitch at
shows are
midnight.
full of cringe, and there's always somebody really awkwardly saying something. It's like Ubisoft back in the early 2000s. It's really fucking cringy. It's really good if you
Yeah, we
take it in
got
that
a
way.
question. We got Marcus Grant. What y'all think about Lawbreakers? Anyone play Lawbreakers here? I haven't. I know
I have.
Alex has.
I think Alex is like the only one in here.
All right, Alex. What do you
So
think?
Lawbreakers to me fixes a lot of the problems that I have with Overwatch. It's a much faster paced game. A lot of the map is more designed around making sure that you always have a place to go or something to do. So if you die, you're not running to the next point and you're having a lot of downtime. The classes are very well balanced. They even have a lot of melee classes in there too. But I have to say the one thing that game does incredibly well is that game has fucking style. Like that game oozes fucking style from head to toe. It's got a great soundtrack from the beta that I played. I have it on my stream. It's got a really great concept and idea. A lot of the multiplayer is really well done. The classes seem well balanced. I think if they constantly keep it updated and they give you stuff to do and the price point is right, it's going to be a great shooter because the hitboxes are much better than Overwatches are. They're not cylindrical. They're actually part of the actual model. So you don't feel like you're getting cheesed out a lot of times when you're around corners. And just the team play is far better already. And a lot of the classes and styles that they have are very interesting and very similar to like Quake and Unreal Tournament. So if you're into that kind of stuff and you want a game that's similar to Overwatch but has a higher skill ceiling, I feel like that's the game for you.
Okay, dope.
Nice.
We got another question. Face23BKNY. Do you think it's a mistake for Microsoft to just focus on power while Sony is pushing software right now? This reminds me of the PS2 versus Xbox days.
It's the same situation.
I mean, I sound like one of these Xbots, but we literally have to wait for E3. I mean, right now they're pumping up the power because that's all they can talk about. So if at E3 comes and it goes, and that's still like the biggest thing that they talked about, then yeah, that's a problem.
Do I think this is a good strategy? Me, I really do not know. I can't really sit here and act like I know if this is a good strategy. I don't know if it's gonna work for them. That's why I'd be like, I'm curious to see how people are gonna take on to this. When it's out in the wild, pushing this whole power thing. Because some people swear by it that like power is the only thing that's driving this generation.
Pro is kind of the counter to that.
Sony's in the lead.
Yeah.
So we're gonna really see.
Pro proves that more power doesn't mean anything.
Gaming is about games, believe it or not.
Yeah,
I know this,
really. That's how I feel.
And I play games in native 4K. It looks nice. Don't get me wrong. It looks very nice, but it ain't like you want to slap your fucking mama. Like, it's nice, but
it's sharper image.
And a bad game is still gonna be a bad game.
Yeah, bad
Right,
game in
yeah.
4K is still a bad
good
game.
game's a
So,
good game. Yeah.
It's just a pretty bad game.
all I
Exactly,
gotta
man.
say
Exactly.
is like Sony got the games right now. Like we have to just call it what it is. Like their game looks great. Their lineup looks great. Games coming out. Spider-Man.
Like the time to push power is done.
Crazy.
Like we're 4 years in now. You should be pumping out games at this point, and they're not. And that's their biggest problem. I don't know why they're so obsessed with power, but like power is not their issue.
Well, isn't everybody though? I mean, you've got a new era of 4K TVs coming in. You have hardware that was basically told that it is underpowered upon its release, even after a 10-year cycle of previous consoles. And you have.
All right.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
No, and I was just saying that it's just you have people that are you have a large majority of PC gamers saying we can do all this stuff now with all this hardware, but they're trying to catch up and really push TVs more so than anything, really.
Oh yeah, of course.
I got a question. I see this a lot, and I hear Xbox fans say this a lot. The whole 1080p makes you a better gamer. Who said this? Because I don't remember. Who said
That was
this?
Yoshida.
I think
Said
Yoshida.
That.
supposedly
Yoshida
said
said
that.
Really?
Okay,
I've never heard him say that though. I don't
never
know.
seen this, but
Somebody quoted. I don't fucking know.
yeah, but a
Is it like an
Sony
article?
executive said something like that.
Yeah, Yoshida tweeted.
Okay.
Yoshida did.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It was a
I
dumb
always
thing
like
to
people
say.
say that, but I just never seen that for myself. I actually
It was
never
for
seen it for myself.
Killzone Shadowfall. He was saying
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and
And
that turned out
didn't
it wasn't
even
1080p.
I guess because you can see further or whatever. But
Gamer.
It's crazy. Like they hang on to this. Like, how do you remember that?
It's from like that's almost 4 years old. How do you still have a grudge
Yeah.
about this?
It's because
shit?
they've been
That's
oppressed
crazy.
for 4 years already.
See, now you understand.
They have
no, I
a
get
folder
it.
like in their computer with
Yeah,
all
we
this.
we got another question by the Trigger Man. Shout out to you. Do you feel like it's time for the return of PlayStation VR Home? Y'all remember? You brought it back. You brought it back. I totally forgot about PlayStation Home, bro.
Back when I was
when
when I was a single boy going through puberty,
don't tell me you're trying
Home-
to chop things, bro. On
What
PlayStation Home.
was I?
Didn't people
Nah, but
try
you
and
had
hook
to-
up on there and stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yo, but dudes was getting trolled left and right because it'd be dudes dressed up as like fake like girls and shit.
Oh,
What
getting
the hell?
catfished.
They would have like mad dudes.
Yo,
around them and shit,
PlayStation Home. I
PlayStation
remember
Home.
that. If it wasn't
Yes,
for that,
Home
Jose, shout out to you,
Edition.
Trigger Man, yo. Because if
PlayStation
it
Home
wasn't
was
for you,
lit.
I would have done forgot about PS Home, bro. I would have
As
done
you should.
forgot.
I spent real money on that thing. I had like a gold.
Hey, I can't rock with you, Jay, man.
I had like a gold
Exposed.
money suit that would shoot out money. Oh my god,
You're
that
doing way too much.
Exposed.
shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
They got to bring
Any
that
other
back.
questions up
the
in
culture.
here?
Imagine that in
Um,
VR.
Oh man, if that was in VR, that would be really good. Just like all the gross shit you could do.
Questions, people. Questions before we hop.
There was
off
one
this.
for you, Kofi. They asked you Horizon or Zelda.
Oh,
That's easy.
Oh,
that's easy. That's easy. You already know what the answer is. Do I have to really say it?
I already know.
You already know that. It's
Moving on.
obviously Breath of the Wild. I'm sorry. I just like the game better. I
Breath of the Wild, like honestly, has no equal this generation.
like Breath of the Wild better. Yo, it is what it is. If you think Breath of the Wild's trash or you think it's overrated, good for you.
I'm having a hard time going back to Horizon, you guys. I've been trying to go back to it.
You too.
I like Breath of the Wild better. It's just my personal opinion. I think the game is great. Way better open world. The game has so much secrets. It's crazy how much secrets a game has. You know what I'm saying?
Those pictures you were sharing, I was like, "What game is this?"
Yo, real talk. Yo, I didn't even know you could build a town. I'm
Yeah,
like
man,
walking
build
around.
town.
I'm meeting like dragons and shit. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
Have
like
you,
the
have you
game has
shot
so
one of
much
the dragons
secrets.
yet?
like you guys don't understand. Like the world is crazy because even at certain times things appear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a man appears where you could sell monster guts and parts to him for cool different gear. Like there's so much secrets in the game. Like you can't even compare the open worlds.
It's incredible.
You can't even compare the open worlds in my opinion. You know, the open world in Zelda Breath of the Wild is way better than Horizon.
You can beat that game,
but Horizon
and
is
not
like
beat that
very
game.
like Horizon's still amazing. Very story driven. It's great. It's a great game. Very beautiful game, but the open world I don't think you can compare it because there's so much more going on in Zelda. It is what it is. You gotta there's kind of like survival aspects to it. You know, you can't go to mountains without gearing up, wearing something warm.
Yeah.
Fucking Horizon, you could be in a fucking tank top or what do these girls be wearing?
Crop top.
The crop top, that's it. In a crop top in the top of a mountain and shit, and you're not even cold. Well, I think she has an animation that she's cold, but you know what I'm saying? In Zelda, you're gonna lose health for that shit. You gotta gear up. So like you can't really compare the two worlds, you know what I'm trying to say? You can't really compare.
Yeah.
Man, that's just my opinion. I think we got another question, but let me see.
Transcending was
Tony
asked, so
on
everybody
Twitter.
dropped the surge.
I think I'm dropping that shit. I think I'm
Let
dropping that shit still.
me say something. I think I'm legit dropping it. I'm at the final boss right now, and I've had it. Like I can't take it anymore.
Yo, that game is bull shit. That game is definitely harder than Neo, 100%. It's just bullshit. The game is just bullshit, and it has to be crazy.
Cheap. It's cheap in
Very
many ways.
Very cheap.
So I'm like hating on it right now.
Jeez.
Chris says, what will be your dream game reveal at E3? Wow. I don't even know.
Dream
Game?
You ready? Half-Life 3.
Nah.
That's it.
Dream game reveal.
Half-Life 3.
Let me think about this. Y'all
Sly
have a dream
5,
game?
Sly Cooper 5.
Jack, if you don't stop.
I'm saying for this year. You talking about forever? Like
Yeah, ever, I guess.
ever? God damn.
I want a Bayonetta cross Devil May Cry game.
That would be pretty cool.
That's what
That
I
would be
want.
cool.
Ooh.
I'll be down for that. Oh, I can't think of one.
Oh, I know one. If Eddie Roger from Uncharted got his own game. There you go.
My first reaction was Metroid. Like that was my first.
That's a
thought.
good one.
But
I'm already getting my 3D Mario, the one that's like designed like Mario 64, because I've been waiting for a hub world Mario. You know what I'm saying? Like Mario 64 is like one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
So I'm already getting that. So what else?
I'll never forget
That
the
would be a
first time
big
I
dream
saw.
game for me, bro. Like,
First time I saw
fucking one
Metroid
of
64, or not Metroid, Mario 64. I'll never forget that.
Yo, that setup is brilliant, bro. I love the hub world setup. Like I explored that castle to like no ends, bro. I love that game.
Devil May Cry 5 is one for me.
Ew.
Ooh,
Oh, my Lord.
Nah, no ill,
I
bro.
can't
Come
fuck
on,
with Devil May
Jack.
Cry, bro.
Devil May
I
Cry's lit.
Nah.
Devil May Cry. I can't even think of one. Yeah, I'm my
But
bad.
it needs to go back to Dante, though. No more fucking Nero and all this other shit.
Nero was cool, but yeah,
It's
Dante.
not Dante cool, though.
That's a fact.
I can't think of one. Pretty much, I'm kind of getting every game that I want. God of War's coming out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to.
Yeah, we gotta go.
That's
That's
what
a lot of
That's what I'm
good
trying
shit
to think,
this
yo.
year.
These games
Last
just
of Us
gotta
is
come
coming
out.
out.
My
Super
dream
Mario
game's already
Odyssey's
announced.
coming out.
And we
No,
just had
it's
Gears,
kinda hard,
Halo's
yo.
on
It's kinda
there.
hard.
That you
It's kind of hard to think. Yeah, it's kind of really hard to think right now. I guess Metroid. Yeah, definitely.
Bloodborne 2 for me is another one.
Bloodborne 2,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Or just whatever From Software's doing. I hope it's amazing. Like
we don't have to
that's
wish
kinda-
for Bloodborne too. That's coming. That's coming.
Yeah.
You
Erica,
guys,
it's coming.
It's
Believe,
not.
Erica,
It's not.
it's coming.
It's
Play with
It's
my
not.
heart.
Don't listen to
It's not
Alex.
coming.
alright?
It's not.
I'm kind of thinking it's not. I'm
not.
scared.
It's probably coming. It's been, what, 2 years now?
It's no.
Yeah.
But they're saying
Miyazaki
it's
says
not.
he says I'm not doing that shit anymore.
I think I saw another question.
Oh wait, Cyberpunk 2077.
That game is held hostage right now.
Yeah.
I gotta see that game.
Oh yeah,
I'm
we
about to
didn't
bring that-
even talk about that. Yo, J-Man, since you know the details, you want to bring that up quickly?
Oh well, yeah. I
Before we
guess apparently somebody got hold of some files from the game from CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk 2077, and they're basically trying to hold them for ransom. But CD Projekt Red like, hell no, y'all ain't getting shit.
They ain't having it. Huh?
Yeah, so it is like the game is some things from the game are probably gonna leak, but it's not anything that's basically indicative of what the game is now. It's kind of like older stuff. so it might not be that big of a leak, but it probably will come out.
Yeah.
And Alex linked me to the whole Half-Life 2 thing. Yeah, I read that whole shit. I didn't know about that story. I didn't really pay attention to Half-Life. So
Ooh, Kratos.
when I read that.
I like
I
that.
was like, holy shit.
Shout out to Kratos. You know he be trolling me, but I like that. I like your pick. Max Payne 4. Ooh, I would like to. I would support that.
Too.
I didn't like 3. I didn't like Max Payne 3 at all.
What?
What?
I've been playing that on PC.
So
That
the
shit
only
was
part of
amazing.
Max
That
Payne
game
3
is amazing. What are you
So
talking
Max Payne
about?
3, the only part that I liked was when it was a flashback when he was in Jersey, because that was more reminiscent of the first 2 games. I really didn't like the Brazil setting, and I didn't like what
that
he
game
was
is
doing.
lit. Yo, the
story
bullet
wise
time,
didn't make any sense.
gun mechanics in that game feel absolutely
gun mechanics are great,
amazing,
but
especially on PC. Woo!
But
Yeah,
story
it holds
wise,
up.
that game didn't make any sense. But I will have to give credit where credit is due. That game has the best pause music of all time.
Yeah.
Because having the
Yo,
steel
yo,
drums,
I don't give a
with
shit.
The Max Payne's theme was fucking amazing, and I would put the game on pause just to hear that song.
Yo, best menu music of 2017 so far, Tekken 7. Don't at me. Tekken 7.
Kingdom Hearts got the best menu music. That is a fact.
What's got the
Yo,
best
this
menu
year
music?
Tekken 7's holding it down.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yo, people in the chat. Am I just tripping or that Tekken 7 soundtrack lit as hell, bro? That main menu music.
I haven't heard it.
I
so-
heard it was good. I didn't hear it yet.
I'm
People were
really
talking
digging it,
about
bro.
that.
Low key, I kind of, ripped that from YouTube, bro, and put that on my phone still. Bro. Such a nerd, bro.
No, that ain't. Yeah, well, yeah. I remember I ripped the orchestra from E3 last year. That
No,
opening,
somebody
that
in
opening
the
shit
chat
got
just
me
said
so
Legend of Dragoon is
hyped.
overrated.
Like I would listen to it.
Yo, Delta said it's garbage. That hurt my heart a little bit. Yo, Full King Ill knows what's up, bro. That soundtrack is extra lit, bro.
They said too much dubstep.
Nah, yo, I just feel it, bro. Like it touched my soul, bro. Like,
It touched my
like,
soul.
bro.
Think you want to go to the dance hall?
Nah. I think it has a real good feel to it. For someone who makes beats, I kind of really dig that menu music in Tekken 7. I like the menu music a lot. Really don't. What's it called? You know what else had really good music that I played this year? I Am Setsuna.
Yes, that's a great soundtrack.
Soundtrack is amazing.
I can't wait to play Nier Automata because that soundtrack is beautiful.
Have you guys ever
I Am
played
Setsuna
Thumper?
soundtrack
So
is
good.
perfect. The piano in that's amazing. I love
You
it.
guys
I
ever, have
love
you
it.
ever played Thumper?
I'm playing that
no.
kind of off and on right now on the Switch.
So that game soundtrack is very vicious. I
It's
think
so
is the
trippy.
right way to describe it. It is like this stomp drum and not really drum and bass, but like this like clanging kind of a thing, where it's a rhythm game that you're playing, but you're not playing it to the beat. You're playing it to you're playing it in a way that you're reacting to the music rather than making the music when you're playing the game. So it's just it really almost like skin crawling kind of soundtrack, but only with like stomp kind of music. It's fucking
Yeah.
wild.
I see it,
but it's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, like people don't really appreciate it or really like think back or sit back and take it in how important music and the soundtrack is in video games. Like,
Yeah.
Very different.
could you imagine The Last of Us without that soundtrack, with anything else? Would it have had the same impact to you, like emotionally, while playing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, music is very important.
Music is
So
what connects the
important.
game.
Like, it's really, really important.
It adds immersion as well.
Yeah, like it really puts you in, because music is like a feeling.
Yeah.
Like, music is like a feeling.
Yeah, it'll trigger emotions in you.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Imagine
That's-
Mario
that
without
shit-
the
that
2D
shit's
side
key.
scrollers, like Mario and shit like that. Like, imagine that game without the
that's
music.
why.
That music is
That's
iconic.
why. Like, I made a tweet a while back. Like, yo, if I'm playing an RPG and the music's not on point, I ain't trying to play it. I ain't trying to play it. I swear, the game could be lit.
Oh, yeah.
The music's not on point, I ain't trying to play it.
Have you
Especially
guys-
RPG games, yo.
Have
I
you
ain't
guys
trying to play
seen Zelda in concert? It's freaking amazing.
Yeah, I went to that. It's awesome.
Music's all so good.
it. Yeah.
So good.
Persona has good music too.
It does.
Okay, yeah, that game do got good music.
The first Gravity Rush actually blew me away with its soundtrack.
Yeah.
Really like that one.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna close it off here. Shout out to everybody who came through to listen to the podcast live. Man, really, really appreciate it. We had like 180 people here at one point. That might be a record for us. We're really happy with the way things are going. We want to grow more. Please continue to support us. We're gonna try and deliver the best possible podcast to you guys in the future. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do the outros. Jack, why don't you start it off?
Appreciate everybody for watching, man. Everybody for commenting and all that. Check me out, man, on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at Jack Johnny. And I appreciate y'all.
J-Main.
Oh man, what a great show. Make sure y'all check me out on Twitter at JMain518. YouTube, the same thing. Be sure to tune in. We're going to be live streaming the conferences. We'll probably try to do all of them. I probably won't be home for Nintendo in time, but I'm going to try and get off work, skate up out of there for that half-hour conference. But yeah, just follow us and continue to support the podcast. We really appreciate everybody showing up. Thank you. Good night.
Erica.
Yeah, you guys, thanks for supporting us, listening, watching. We appreciate that. I had a good time. This is a really good podcast tonight. Had a good time. But yeah, you guys can find me on YouTube. You just look up Eric Hits for the Win. I'm also on Twitter, Twitch. And that's my name everywhere, pretty much. You want to add me on PS4? Well, I was going to say Switch, not the Switch. What else?
You got a long phone number for that. You got a long digit code.
It's like a social security code, pretty much. But yeah, you can pretty much find me in most places by Eric Hits for the Win. But yeah, you guys have a good night.
And we got Active Sin, man, our guest. Thank you for rolling through, man.
Yeah, absolutely. This was a fun podcast. You can find me on YouTube at Active Sin, and on Twitter it's at Active Sin Gaming. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me on.
And we got my bro Alex. What's up?
Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody for coming down and taking a look at the podcast. If you want to check out my channel, it's Oh No, It's Alex with 2 X's. Same thing on Twitter, same thing on Twitch. And see you guys there.
And big shout out to Undead. He had to leave a little bit early because he works. So big shout out to him. Make sure you guys check out Undead. Everybody's channels links are gonna be in the description. So make sure you guys follow everybody. Yeah, it was a great show. Had a lot of fun. Press Start Podcast Weekly, man. I'm enjoying it, you know. We're back next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time zone. So please don't miss it. Hit the notification to know when we're, you know, up, we're live. So that'll be pretty awesome. And shout out to everyone who came and through and participated in the chat. We're off this. And yeah, until next time.